You notice I'm barely late tonight, man. Woo, God, man, the clock's ticking down. We're in the middle of the week, man. We're talking about Sunday in just a few minutes from now. Talk about fueled by emotions, 49ers and us. You know what I'm saying, man? Because here's the thing, fam. You know, the 49ers versus Cowboys is a game that is going to turn the volume up on all emotions flowing through Santa Clara. That locker room has got to be buzzing, man. The season has arrived at the place where each and every player in the red and gold knows the reality of the next loss and what it means for the future of a team that has battled pure blood and guts all season. In the last half of the season, we probably didn't notice, but the 49ers have been the best team in football since week 8. Can you imagine? It didn't look like it, did it? But they did. Tonight, we're taking your phone call for your thoughts as to how that emotional element may add to the chemistry involved in driving for Super Bowl glory as the Niners prepare to meet them boys. Perfect setting. If you're going to beat somebody up to get to where you want to go, oh, God, yes, let it be the Cow friggin' boys. Woo. And fam, you know, when the narrative of how emotions will impact the 49ers going forward, you have to think about Jimmy G for a number of reasons. And yeah, I know he's not the most popular guy, right? But let me just lay it out this way. Before the Rams game, Kyle Juszczyk went to Garoppolo in the locker room, and the two guys shared a moment, which is what motivated me to go to this type of thing to start this show off, as Garoppolo first described to Albert Breer of MMQB. As Juszczyk pointed out that this would be the final regular season game in which they would be 49ers teammates. Now, these guys have been through a hell of a lot in the last 5 years, and if you don't think they've all bonded really closely, then you just don't get it. The Niners are expected to attempt to trade Garoppolo this offseason, as you already know, to open salary cap space and clear the path for Lance to take over in 2022. And JG said, quote, "Me and Juice had a cool moment there. These guys on this team, I love this team. I love the players. I love everything about it. It's a good group to be around, a fun group. We want to keep this thing going for as long as we can now." So, unquote. Yeah, and you would expect that. You know, it's like your last few weeks and before you graduate high school and you're off to college. You know, you're gonna leave all the people you've loved for all those years and just pretty much grew up with. And that's what's pretty much happened to the 49ers. A lot of the youngsters came in, including Garoppolo, was only like a first-year guy off the people always, he's been playing for 8 years. That's BS. He's not been playing for 8 years. He's been sitting behind what has been called the greatest quarterback in football for the 4 years before he even came to San Francisco. He spent 2 years being hurt. Garoppolo, for all intents and purposes, he's got 3 years. So actually, he's a guy coming out of maybe his growth period as a football player. But Jimmy G has been through a lot of controversy in 2021, first surrounded by rumors of the offseason when the 49ers were relentlessly looking at options like Matthew Stafford, and then facing even more when the 49ers traded 3 first-round picks to select Trey Lance with the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. And that, you know, that's what Kyle and John do every year. They talk to every quarterback available just to see what he's going to say. I wonder if that's just something they do. Are they serious? I mean, because they check out every player. But here, Jimmy's still there. Now, why is that? I have no idea with the people they've talked to. They didn't get a chance to talk to Stafford, fortunately for us, because you know what? Stafford is a lot of things, but I don't know if he's anything more than he was in Detroit. But that's another story, another argument for something else. But we all know the story. But still, despite the incredible amount of negative attention, JJ has remained professional and a leader on this team. Leading them to the playoffs with a 2-minute drill to drive Sean McVay further out of his mind to tie Sunday's game against the Rams before delivering the final blow with a field goal drive in overtime. Garoppolo is indeed defined by every last mistake he makes. But I got to tell you, dude was straight up dog in that overtime, and also to get the 49ers in position to even go to overtime. I was impressed. But throughout the season, the 49ers locker room has remained strong, as seen through plenty of post-game locker room speeches from Coach Shanahan and company. JJ is appreciative for the support from his teammates, describing how dedicated everyone is to winning football games. And he said, quote, "I think it's the type of locker room we have. We all put into this. We all chuck a lot of things and put them off to the side because of the importance that we put into this football game and this team and that we have," unquote. The leadership has always been a little underrated by a lot of people about Garoppolo, but that team does follow him, and a lot of them will run through a brick wall for him. So this weekend, the 49ers will travel to play the Cowboys in the wild card round, as you already know, and have a legitimate shot of making some noise after finishing the season 7-2, despite way too many injuries. This is another thing. The 49ers have battled through a lot of injuries, and I know all teams go through it, but Jesus Christ, the Niners always get key personnel going down. What would you – I didn't think about it. Most of us didn't think about it because it was the Rams. But I got McKivitz, who's barely played any football, let alone left tackle. And Kyle, damn it, why did you put Brunskill at left tackle? Okay, anyway, he puts McKivitz over at left tackle. He's a guard, a reserve guard. And you put him at left tackle. My God. And then you got Compton on the other side, who is at best a good run blocker, right? But somehow the 49ers survived to win that game. That's when I label them a Cinderella team. They're going way beyond expectation. How the hell did you do that? Because as much as I laugh at the Rams, I knew they were dangerous. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, can we win this? Answer, hell yeah. And do it in grand fashion. JD understands the importance of the moment, having been to multiple Super Bowls, both as a member of the Patriots and as a 49er, and aims to make this special opportunity count for the locker room. That's a lot of drive. He loves his guys. Number 10 went on to say in today's presser, "We know we have a chance to do something special, and you don't get that opportunity every year. I've been on a number of teams that went to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying anything like that, but there's a feeling, and you want to make them count as long as you have them, I guess," unquote. This is why I see this team as the Cinderella story of 2022. Despite suffering a torn UCL in his right thumb just 2 weeks prior, an injury that normally requires 4 to 6 weeks to heal, JJ suited up against the Rams and went out there fearlessly and brushed off a shaky start to put together multiple scoring drives with help from a supporting cast, of course, to ultimately win the game 27-24. What the hell did you guys do? Good, Niners. Very good. Ahead of the matchup against the Cowboys, Garoppolo was limited in practice, hoping to test his thumb injury in preparation for a win or go home scenario coming up this Sunday. This is that type of story that has taken place in many professional sports a number of times. Those are the guys that are remembered forever. If Jimmy Garoppolo beats the Cowboys, that tale could start to be written. And JJ is not the only player hurting on this roster. San Francisco 49ers practice report looked like this. Did not participate. Nick Bosa, but it was not injury-related. He was just resting from getting held all game long. If you go to Twitter, there's a guy in there trying to defend the fact that, yeah, you know what, that's not a hold. What the referees are doing, if a defender comes in and uses a rip motion and the offensive player, his arm is caught around the player's neck, that's not a hold. He met 50 dudes came at him. I only hit him up a little bit, but boy, Nick Bosa's got more than just a rip motion. Everybody knows who watches Nick Bosa. He's got an array of hand moves. He's got some of the best hand technique in the league. He's not out there just using rip motions. And there's other things besides Nick getting choked as he's getting past the defender that is definitely, legitimately not legal. If you can put that together. Anyway, George Kittle had a day off, not resting. He's also resting. Alec Mack. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just resting up. He's resting up the real big studs that are really important. Elijah Mitchell, of course, has become a huge stud. He's resting. Trent Williams at elbow, resting. See how many guys I'm talking about here? Limited participants in practice today were Aziz Al-Shar. He's back, but you know what? Dre Greenlaw almost had to be toned down and pulled aside and toned down. He got a little crazy out there. You heard what Kyle was saying to the presser, made me laugh. Yeah, Dre got a little too excited out there for me from one point. Dre, don't you worry about it. Ain't nobody worried about you getting excited with Kyle. He's just worried about the flags. Contain it. Contain that fury. Jimmy Garoppolo, limited in practice, of course. Dre Greenlaw, limited in practice. Marcel Harris, Achilles, Talanoa Hufanga, nigga, these guys were all limited in practice. Kwaski T, groin, Mitch Wisnowski, concussion. Full participation in practice. Here's a shocker for you. Maurice Hurst. Is this going to be the week? Did Maurice Hurst save himself all season long in case the 49ers were to actually make it into the playoffs? Strange. Every week you read I didn't even think about reading Maurice Hurst's name a few times and say, you already know Maurice Hurst is trying to figure out whether he can ever play again. And I contrast that with the Dallas Cowboys practice list. Did not participate in practice. One guy, cornerback Nishan Wright, and that wasn't injury related. Personal matter. Limited participation. Linebacker Francis Bernard, tight end Sean McKeon. He's got a neck thing going on. Bernard's got a groin injury. Safety Israel Mukamu, hamstring. Linebacker Keanu Neal, chest and elbow. Tackle Tyron Smith, knee, ankle. Full participation in practice. Running back Tony Pollard. And fam, the obstacles are up there again. Make no mistake, the Cowboys are not chumps. No matter how much we try to joke about them, that is the most potent offense in NFL. However, like it's been pointed out, they've not played against anybody that's worth a damn except for the Patriots when they played them way back in October to win. And from then on, they've, of course, dealt with the NFC East and other teams that are not going to be participating in the playoffs. So, you look at that and you might get a false sensation of maybe the 49ers can just beat them up. I don't know about all that, but I do know that when they lost to the Broncos, that was weird. And if you watch that game, go back and watch it, you'll see what I mean. They are susceptible to good defensive efforts. And the 49ers like to run the ball and play good defense. That plays right into the hands of a defeat for the Cowboys. So we'll see. And Rakim, and Niners by Nature said, my birthday is Sunday, and all I want is a win. Oh, Niners by Nature. All we want is that for your birthday and every other reason we can think of. Rakim Jamani, thanks to Rakim. He said, hey, how are you, brother? Please block out all negative and stupid people this week. You are at your best when you don't engage with the idiots. You do, my brother. Love the show. I'm heading to Dallas for the game. I'm going to try not to engage them. But Jamani, you point out something I need to focus on a little more often. Don't pay attention to those folks. They're going to talk that way no matter what. Just don't. And I agree. Kurt Comedian, hey, shout out from Eastern Ohio. It's rodeo time. Uh-oh. Let me do it. Yeehaw! It's rodeo time. Cowgirls don't want this kind of pain. Elijah and Kittle will be huge factors. You know what? That's why they're resting up right now. It's Wednesday and they're resting. Because whatever happens, them boys can play. They don't need a whole lot of workout. Just give them the ball. James Anderson, what up? Checking in from Richmond, VA. Oh, James, what's up? Lavelle Forest, 49ers win my final score, 49ers 35, Dallas Cowboys 32. Final score. Oh, man. That means we got to go through the same thing we went through with the Rams this past week. Nerves going nuts. Let me put on my ears and see what you think about emotions. And I want to know about your emotions as well. Yo, Marion, get in here, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, man,
feeling good?
Man. 49ers in here playing like it's graduation day. You know what I'm saying? I'm real good. How about you?
I'm feeling great, man. I can't wait till Sunday. You feel me?
Oh, you know I do.
Can't wait.
Man. You know, yeah, we couldn't get it better.
Personal.
Deeply.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
You know, I'm just sitting down here. I'm chilling. I'm looking at what's going on between Juice and Jimmy, and I'm thinking about what the rest of those guys are thinking about on that team, and what they want to do together. And they don't want to leave this playoffs any sooner than necessary. So you can bet busting ass is on everybody's mind in Santa Clara. What are you thinking?
I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. This team reminds me of 2011, 2007, and the 2005 Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Giants. 6 seed, backing in the playoffs, had to scratch and claw to get in, and just tore the whole damn league up. That's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
The pass rushes, that defense. We have a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense, all in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
That is a recipe for championship success.
It's all about execution. All about execution.
I feel good, baby. I feel good. I mean, I can't. It's like we owe this. You know what I mean? It's been, 25 years? I also read a stat today. And the stat said, this is the first time we're meeting the Cowboys in the wild card. And the stat said, each the last 4 meetings of the 49ers and the Cowboys, the winner has went on to win the Super Bowl. Let that put that in your mind right now.
That in combination with playing Detroit in a Detroit year, we also had the same kind of things fall into place. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. History says that the last time we played each other, the winner goes on to win the Super Bowl. So hey, I'm sticking with the history, yo.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Historically, I'm sticking with it. Feeling good. Can't tell me nothing. It's Wednesday. I got a lot of Cowboy fans down here in Jacksonville. Even my cousin's a Cowboy fan in California. You feel me?
Yes.
And I'm going to start my trash talk tomorrow because I had to get the national championship. Yeah, I had to wait. National championship was on Monday. So I had to get that out of my system first, But now I can focus on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's going down Sunday at 4:30.
And Marion, please do this. When you meet a Cowboy fan, I'm gonna get a printout and carry it around my pocket. Show the printout between the record of the NFC East teams versus the NFC West teams, and then
the 6-5 with everybody else.
And if they want to continue to talk after they look at that, just walk away.
Yeah. They're 6-5. They're 6-5 outside of the NFC East. Look, I've done my homework. Okay, but I'm gonna just tell you this, and I'm gonna go. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Bring it. I want all the smoke in these playoffs. All the smoke.
Yeah.
I want all of it because we have been disrespected for too long, and this is our time. Because you never know when it might not come again. So we got to take this opportunity while we can. Go Niners, baby.
Can't wait. All right, Marion. Tell you what, family, I appreciate you. You know this. I'm going to be back Friday. We're going to be really out of our minds and talk about the scores. All right?
Can't wait. Can't wait, big guy. All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, Marion. Oh, my God. Hey, Mark. Mark's out of AZ dealing with, I'm sorry. Chill. Pill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, glad to hear from you. Always glad to hear from you. Especially these moments when we're having we need emotional rescue. And Phil, you're good for that. What's on your mind, Phil?
Well, no, what's on my mind is I looked at strength of schedule for the league. Dallas was tied with Washington for the easiest schedule of the season. The easiest.
Mm-hmm.
We were fifth, toughest.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you're going to rack up a lot of offensive stats and get interceptions and all that stuff when you're playing the easiest teams in the league.
Good point.
Come on.
I hadn't even thought about that because I hadn't looked at their schedule clearly. I just heard about it.
They were ranked tied with Washington for 31st. Easiest schedule. We were tied with No, we were half a game behind Tampa Bay because they had a tie in their schedule. But the Rams, Arizona, and us are pretty much the toughest schedule in the league. So, yeah, give me a break.
They're proud of that, though.
I mean, I think we're going to take care of business against the Cowboys. I look at the numbers. I just don't see them beating us, honestly. But it's going to be a close game, guaranteed. All playoff games are typically close.
Always. It's just playoff football. That's the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep it close to the vest. You're going to play a tough team. Pretty close usually.
And Phil, the bad thing about it is you usually go a little more conservative. Now, I don't know if the Cowboys, Dak, from somebody quoted, I was listening to at a radio program from a distance. I didn't know exactly clearly what he said, but he says like Dak sounds like as far as him throwing bombs and things like that, he's gonna trim it down a little bit. But see that, I don't know. I can't imagine him changing his style.
No. First of all, he's not going to have enough time
Yeah.
because Nick's going to be on his tail. So, that's the thing. And there's no way they're going to run against us. Nobody runs against us. So, and they were middle of the road on total defense, and they were very low end of the specter against the run. Yeah. And I think we're just going to run against them. They're not going to see the ball. Mm-hmm. So,
especially the design runs the 49ers do, So it's going to be interesting.
And I got one statement for Marketing Pro. We've won 7 out of 8 against you. We have ownage. You need to just crawl in your hole and cover it up with the tin can
there you go.
that you got to cover your head. I mean, 7 out of 8 in the NFL is clearly ownage.
Domination.
Exactly.
The
so
dude
he
is
goes,
shameless.
they're County Gate, whatever he's trying to excuse, but
yeah, he's
they're done.
Isn't he special? I've even Hawks fans know when to back off. Not him.
He reminds me of that guy from Detroit. Who was that guy?
Almost, right?
The first game yeah. I mean, these guys come out of the woodwork until they're done, and then they disappear. But anyway,
making endless statements that reflect on their intelligence. I really love it.
I know. All right, Ronbo. I think that's it for me. I mean,
Phil, I appreciate it, Phil. I'm glad you looked up.
Think that,
go ahead.
We've got top in the NFC. We've got top 5 offense and top 5 defense. So we're there.
And
with all the problems we had at corner early in the season, I think those are gone somewhat.
If you can just keep Mosley on the field.
Line,
because Ambry Thomas has come around.
Exactly. And then with Mosley back, we're far stronger. So I'm not afraid of them. Not at all. Well, bring it on.
Yeah, I can. So,
all right,
Phil,
Ronbo.
All right, Phil. Appreciate you, fam. I'll be looking for you Friday for more of that great Phil stuff.
Absolutely. Talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. LT Flow.
Yo, what up, Ronbo? How's it going?
T-Flow doing all right. We'll just look back here and look at what we've already done and look at what we're about to do and how we expect to do. And, we get past the Cowboys, it gets real murky out there in that water. But getting to the Cowboys through them first is the thing, because they look like they don't look like anything special, But well, T-Flow, what are you thinking, man? Because emotions are running high in Santa Clara, they're running high around the Empire. What are you thinking?
Well, look, the one thing that's going to keep us in the game is our ability to run the ball. We have to run the ball. All right, because they're more of a finesse defense, and we're more of a smash mouth defense. If we can run the ball, man, we should be able to put up points and control the clock, and hopefully put them into a one scoring, a drive for them is just pass the ball. But the one thing that does scare me, even though Ambry's been looking good, is that we don't know if he can stack multiple weeks. because he just progression getting better, and last week was his best week of playing, and we all know Dallas is meant for throwing the ball, and we all know we're kind of pretty bad at pass defensive. So
Okay,
you know,
Tifo,
we gotta
ask yourself this. Ask yourself this: if indeed what you just said about Ambry Thomas getting better every week, you think he's going to start regressing this week?
This is playoffs. This is a whole new level.
He don't know
Right?
nothing about.
We don't know
hey,
what.
He don't know nothing about
He
that.
don't know nothing about it.
His nerves are not going to get. His nerves are not going anywhere. John Lynch has already gave him the
But we
nod
don't
and
know
told him
that.
to keep on going. Yeah, I do know that. But you know why I know that? Because he's never been in this situation before. So all he knows is I've been looking good
Yeah,
every
he's never
week.
been in it. This is the limelight now. All right, this is the limelight. We don't know if he could freeze under the lights. We don't know that. We're just saying hopefully he just keeps on playing that game.
After last
because
week,
a lot of people do freeze.
no. After
A lot of
last
people
Sunday,
do freeze when it comes to playoffs.
no. After last Sunday, I do know that because he could have frozen that situation. That was a must-win game, T-Flow. Did you see him buckle? Did you see him lose it? Did you see him
Oh
cringe?
no, he looked good. Oh, he looked good. Just that right now is that what still kind of scares me is just the pass interferences. That's what I don't want.
Not on Ambry. And they don't
Yeah,
have
that's what I
anybody
don't want.
as good as OBJ. This is another thing. I'm delighted.
And the one thing that's kind of, making me a little nervous is I want Trent Williams to make sure that he's playing because we all thought he was going to play on Sunday and he didn't. So
Did you? I already read. I can tell you right now, he is already guaranteed. He's gonna put a brace on that elbow, and he is good to go. Ain't no way in the hell they're gonna stop Trent Williams from playing this weekend. This has already been promised by the man himself.
all right. Oh, that's what he said. Okay,
That's
makes
what
me
he
a lot
said.
better. Then I can sleep a lot better
he's
because
playing.
the way I see it is that they're a finesse team and we're a physical team. The only thing that we should lose if we lose is if we beat ourselves. You know, Jimmy throwing the interception, pass interference. You know, when it comes to third and whatever it is, and they're doing pass interference. Other than that, we literally should run down their mouths, down their throats, and just give it to them. But other
And by
than
the way,
that, like man,
we had one PI last week, and Jimmy threw two. Neither one of them have an impact on the game, and he still kicked that Rams' ass.
yes sir, yes sir. Now we just got to make sure that you know what. Kyle Shanahan gives opportunities to other players because every time they they tend to be open, but when it comes to the next game, they're quiet. Like he doesn't give anybody else the love again. So hopefully,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm
Jawan
worried about
James still
Aziz.
gets more love.
I wonder if Dre might have taken his job back because he was looking crazy out there. I don't know if
Nah,
Kyle's
he
going to
looked
put
good.
Aziz
Dre
back
did look
in.
good.
I think he should rotate him.
Any anything about K1 Williams?
You know, a good question. I didn't see anything about him. You know, he just woke up with some kind of a virus or something. It wasn't COVID. He just didn't feel
Yeah, because he was
well.
on the COVID.
Yeah, he just didn't feel well, and that was the reason why. There's nothing wrong with his body. He just didn't feel well. So maybe by now he's okay. Can't imagine what he had. Some kind of virus.
Yeah, because I want to make sure that we are healthy. You know, like everybody stays in the little bubble where they're supposed to be at because we need everybody. We need to
I
be
know,
another
right?
team victory,
Oh.
like how it was, and you know what? And not only that, hopefully the faithful shows up like they did last time when they were in
Don't
Dallas.
worry. In Texas, oh man, it's gonna be. And I heard Jerry. Put it this way, T-Flow. I heard Jerry Jones was trying to limit the amount of 49ers. And I don't know how. When I sell a ticket to somebody, how do I know whether or not he's a 49er fan? You run it. If I buy it online, you got a question in there saying 49er fan or Dallas Cowboys fan. I wouldn't answer it, and I would call.
For real, they have that. They have that.
I don't know. I'm wondering how Jerry Jones is said to be limiting tickets to 49ers fan. How does he know who's a 49er fan? What?
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
must have made that up. Anyway.
Yeah, but if it is, that is funny, you know, because I can't
Yeah.
see Jerry Jones doing that though.
Because he knows. And I guess if you walk up to the gate with wearing red during the game and buy a ticket and you're wearing that, sorry, we're sold out. And then the Cowboy fan right behind me got to buy a ticket. Whoa, wait, whoa. I thought you were sold out. Well, for y'all, we sold out. Oh, now the riot starts right out in front of Texas Stadium, boy.
And and the one thing that I noticed too about with Kyle Shanahan,
Real
whenever
quick.
he does little trick plays or anything like that, like they always tend to win.
Yeah.
Whenever there's some kind of trickery play.
We get
And so hopefully, he adds
Maybe.
more stuff into it just to throw people off because every time so far he's been doing it, Niners been dominating.
when it worked. T-Flow, we go. I'm gonna look for you Friday, okay?
All right, Ronbo, have a good one. Hey,
You too, fam.
can you give my girl like a shout out?
Yeah, we can do that. What is her name again?
Allie.
Allie, are you ready? Ooh, Niners! We got this. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Ronbo, have a good night.
Night, D-Flow. Night, Allie. And Guerrero. Girl says, I'm heading to Utah. Mi amigo. Go Niners! Drive safely, mi amigo. Hey, and Bullpup 33 says, Jimmy G owns the locker room. Look at the locker room video of the Lambs game. He's a true leader. Bullpup, thanks for that contribution, fam. Guys, thanks for the contributions. Darius!
How you doing, Ronbo?
Concerned. I don't want to lose. We have the capability to beat the Cowboys. There's nothing about that. It's just that you know how things happen. I just don't.
Yeah.
I want another victory Monday, please. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, the issue with this team and the entire season is I don't know what team's going to show up on Sunday, and that's the only reason why. I'm not nervous about the Cowboys. I'm nervous about what team is going to show up this Sunday.
Like beating
Are we going to
ourselves.
get, Yeah, exactly. Are we going to get that one game where we played against Colt McCoy at Levi's? Is that team going to show up?
Or
is,
worse than that,
or is
the
the
one
second
in
half
Indianapolis
against the Rams
in that
gonna show
driving
up?
rainstorm. That was another stupid
Right,
game.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, so I just don't know what team's going to show up, and that's my only level of concern. I'm not worried about the Cowboys. The only good team they played this year were they played the Buccaneers week 1, and they played the Chargers week 2. Other than that, they didn't really play anybody that was that made the playoffs, I don't think, except for the Eagles. But the Eagles really aren't that good. They haven't beaten a playoff team this year either, so I'm not really worried about
Remember that shocker against Denver, which I'm going to go back and watch that again. I want to know what Denver
they were down
did.
30-0 in the fourth quarter, and then Dak Prescott got his garbage time touchdowns.
I know.
Wow. So yeah. So I think obviously if we play the way we're supposed to play, we're gonna win the game. I mean, I don't see anybody on that defense that can stop Kittle. Micah Parsons, he's a middle linebacker, but he's not a great coverage linebacker. He's used to pass rush, and he's not going to be. He's not going to have an impact if we're running the ball right down his throat and doing quick passes to, George and Debo and Ayuk. So and best believe he's rushing on that left side of our offensive line with Trent Williams is going to eat him alive. So,
and by the way,
he'd be
Compton,
if
if you want to run though, Compton's not bad. You don't want him to protect you too long.
Yeah, Compton.
But when you run, Compton not bad.
Right. I'm just worried about what team's going to show up, which version of our team is going to show up, how Kyle's going to adapt. Because I know we came back against the Rams. That's the Rams. We own the Rams, right? If we come out the way we played against the Rams this week against the Cowboys, I'm confident we're going to lose. Okay, we cannot go down 17 because Dak Prescott, you can shit on Dak Prescott as much as you want. Dak Prescott doesn't turn the ball over as much as Matthew Stafford, right? So the opportunities to take the ball away aren't going to be there as much as when you play the Rams, right? So if we go down 17-0, again, I think this time we for sure lose. Fortunately, the Cowboys aren't as good as the Rams, so defensively at least. So I think that'll present more opportunities for us to score early on in the game. I think special teams will get hopefully Mitch can come back. But other than that, I think we'll be fine because their kicker's not that good either. Greg Zuerlein is inconsistent.
He loves to miss.
So I think
Set your mind at ease though. Even if we do start, Dallas, if you play solid defense, like I say, after watching Denver beat them like they did, the worst it could be is like 7-0 or 7-up or nothing, going into the last few minutes of the second quarter. They're not the juggernaut, and Zeke has damn near lost. I don't know
Oh
what
no, yeah,
happened to
Zeke.
Zeke.
No, you can just take Zeke off the game. Zeke's
Yeah,
not. Listen, Zeke.
Pollard is
He's
more
not Zeke.
dangerous.
He's
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yeah. So Zeke might be using the receiving game, get 4 catches for 16 yards, but Zeke, this is not 2018. This is not 2017. Zeke is no longer a dominant running back. I take Elijah Mitchell over him in a heartbeat. I take Trey Sermon over Zeke, if I'm being quite frank with you. Zeke is just not good. He's getting paid $15 million a year to do what a first-string running back can do.
And he started to fumble too. That's what I really enjoy. So it's about takeaways and things like that. The 49ers are actually working on punching the ball out, from what I understand in practice. So they're looking
and
for.
I like the I think I always see I think they're I think the Cowboys are under when Dak Prescott's there are undefeated when they get 100 rushing yards. So that'd be something key to watch. But I don't even think they're going to hit 100 rushing yards because in the beginning of the season, our running defense was iffy. But man, these last few weeks, this running defense our run defense has come alive, man. It's come alive.
But so here's another stat. Remember, the Rams were 17-0 when leading at the half. So you know what?
45-0 Ronbo.
45. I'm sorry. I got the score mixed up with 45-0 when leading at the half.
Yeah.
You know what? They could get 100 yards if they want to. They can still get beat. We'll see. We'll see it Friday though, fam. And bring that score.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great
night.
night.
Yeah, sure. Sure thing. Have a nice night.
You too. Thanks. And Milfutter says, your face and attitude down 17-0 was funny. Yeah, it was, huh? Because I did think it was over. I admitted it. I said, you know what? 17-0. We're 17-0 going into that. 17-3 going into half. I was even still down. Fooled me. George. I'll try to finish that, George. George's tired of me doing that.
What up, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, George. Come on in.
All right, cool. Nah, I never get tired of that.
I know, almost did it too. I love that. I love that cartoon. I love George.
Yeah. But man, just like everybody else, I can't wait till Sunday, man. I really wanted this game because finally we're in the media, and the best one is Skip and Shannon. So I've been laughing lately.
Hey, George, isn't Skip the biggest Cowboys fan amongst all the network shows? I think Skip's got to be the biggest of them all. Nobody loves the Cowboys like Skip.
He is, but he's also smart in getting in front of Shannon, making fun of them, when they do. So
I know
he's pretty good at that.
And he's had so many opportunities this year. Damn it.
But yeah, I hope we can give Shannon those 8 cases of Mountain Dew he already
is it up to 8 now?
So. Yeah, it's up to 8.
Out. It's...
He's telling them the one and done. Dak is gonna be on his back.
Oh, because D'Amico.
But
hey, we're gonna lose D'Amico after the next year. You know that, don't you? Because if D'Amico goes in and does a good job,
man, D'Amico and half our staff, Ronbo, they're already inquiring about it.
They might, are they? Because I heard D'Amico hadn't gotten any inquiries yet. But our GM and a couple other coaches, according also Mike McDaniel, these guys are getting offers. Oh my God.
But yeah, man, can't wait for Sunday. I know some callers have been calling in saying they're scared of Dak Prescott running the ball. I doubt Dak is going to want to run the ball.
Yeah,
he'll do it if he has to, but I doubt he's going to want to break another leg. So.
And he should, but he doesn't. It's interesting how he does not like to run, but he should. This guy goes 245.
And
from what I understand.
Yeah, he could be elusive and he can run, but if you notice what the Niners have been doing to mobile quarterbacks, we have been containing them instead of like rushing the outside and giving them a gap to like take off on us. I mean, Kyler Murray is probably one of the fastest that we faced this year, and we kept that guy inside of the pocket. So, I mean, he still got away a couple times, but
not like he used to. Yeah.
we can if we can defend those and, you know, not let it be all the time, then man, it's gonna be a great day.
He's got some great receivers, so he's got actually no business running around. He's just learning to get rid of that ball, which is going to be the theme going forward in the NFL. Stop running around, get rid of the friggin' ball. The defensive lines are too fast
the only
and
way
too
he's
strong.
gonna be able to only way he's gonna be able to like hit us deep or any of that is if his offensive line holds, because our front four has been dangerous from the starters to the rotation. I mean, now we even got Mo Hurst in there, you know, so it's like that's an extra piece there to like be able to substitute.
I hope he plays this weekend. We've probably been saving him for this game, right? Hope he's ready to play, because that boy, he can play.
I mean, as long as he plays, man, because if he doesn't play, it's going to be sort of like holding Jalen Hurd on the team till half of the season.
I know, right? More than half the season. But you know, Contavious Street did a good job last week, so let's see.
Man.
Yeah. Whoa.
We've been expecting that from him. Like I was listening to the Monday Night Raw one, and you said, or someone said they called him the Incredible Hulk, and I remember that because when we drafted him, he had that famous video of him bench pressing.
Of him lifting trees.
He did a squat or something like that.
700
like
pounds. I thought it was 7.
Something ridiculous.
He did a couple of reps. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I had been rooting for him, but he got injured, you know.
Yeah. But George, we're gonna go. I tell you what, I'm gonna look at you Friday,
right,
and that point when we get near time. All right, Phil.
All right. Cool.
Have a great night. Night, George. Hey, Robert.
Come back to me.
All right, we can do that. All right.
Okay.
Hey, Bethel. Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Bethel, midweek time, man. You know, we get together for the big midweek group hug and find out who's in practice and all those kind of things. And we find out today a lot of guys are resting. We don't need to worry about Trent Williams will play. He's already told people, look, man, I'm gonna put a brace on this and adrenaline from there, and we go. See, because Bethel, number one, a half of Trent Williams is probably better than every offensive lineman in the league except for maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed I noticed two things in the Rams game. One of them was something George said, and I remember when we played the Giants, and the Giants were kicking our ass, and the Giants player told one of the Niners games, "Hey, that's it, you're done." And the Niner players go, "Hey, there's still a lot of clock in the time, so don't be saying nothing." And we came back to win that game against the Giants. And that's the same thing that reminded me when George Kittle said that about there's still a bunch of time in the clock. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, the Rams were getting on George about the body bag comment, right? And George says, I didn't really mean it like that. And they were heckling me, and okay, well, game's not over yet. Stupid. God. Don't ever motivate your opponent. You know, it's just dumb.
Yeah, that's something you don't ever do. But another thing that I noticed also was that if it wasn't for our fan base saying right there on the sideline of where Jimmy was at, put in Trey, I think that gave them motivation. I think that gave them, because I heard that there were fans, you know, cheering, saying, "Hey, put in Trey." And as Jimmy heard that, he's all like, "Oh, shit, I better step up my game. I better, you know, do better. I better do something, because look at the fan base is already saying to put in Trey." So let me pick up my game. And I think
Bethel,
that's why he played a lot better in the second half.
I mean, you know what? That's not the first time Jimmy's heard that all year long, I'm sure. Wherever there's 49er fans, everybody, biggest percentage of the Empire seemingly does not like him. So if he makes any mistake at all, you're going to hear that chant. He knows that. And he's got a thick skin. And that's what's professional about Jimmy Garoppolo. He doesn't falter or waver through the noise. He continues to play his game.
Yeah, but
he made a mistake, but,
the difference between this game,
Mm-hmm.
this was the last game. If we lose, that's it. We're done. And then plus, if we lose, that's it for Jimmy. That's it.
What I'm saying. I think that motivated him more than people yelling from the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it made him maybe think twice. And, and I think this game, because the only thing that kind of bothers me about this game is hopefully the referees don't interfere. And hopefully our players,
depends on who New York
because
wants.
I've been hearing everywhere that the Niners going to win. And usually when that happens, we lose because either the referee or either our players get too confident like when they did with the Cardinals, and look what happened.
Bethel, do you think that's what happened? Do you think the 49ers got confident? I can't imagine them ever getting complacent. I don't see anybody on that team being like that.
Either the confident or either they wasn't coached. They was not coached good enough, so that's why. Because you've seen how the Niners are when they're coached up really good. Look how they could play, when they do that.
And again, though, Bethel, they made a couple of mistakes in that game that turned the momentum.
Yeah.
You got George Kittle with that fumble right around our end zone. You got another fumble. We were executing great, but you can't keep giving the other team the ball back like that. It swings momentum. So, especially in that situation right up against the goal line. No!
Yeah.
Fumble out in the middle of the field, please, and we can recover from that, So, yeah.
Yeah, I think this game is going to depend on both quarterbacks. It's going to depend who plays good and who plays bad. Because
that's always the case.
If either quarterback doesn't fold, this is going to be a dogfight.
You think so?
Because remember, I said the Rams game is going to be a dogfight. Whoever wants it the most is going to win. Yeah. And we wanted it most, and we won.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had to come from way back behind. We spotted them 17 points and still drove them into overtime. That's character. They built it.
And the sweet thing about everything is that when we won the division, all happy. We could gloat. We could do all this. The Rams won the division. They couldn't gloat. They couldn't do nothing.
They got beat.
Their own fan base to put the fire alarm because they wanted everybody to get off the stadium.
I know. Bethel, we got to go. I'm telling you, bring it back Friday. I'll be looking for you, and we can get ready to talk about everything else. All right?
All right, Ronbo. Like always, great show. Hit a like for Ronbo Sports.
Thanks,
and let's
Bethel.
go Niners.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll look for you Friday. And Juan Rankin said, hey, so hype, man. I've been waiting a long time to finally get to watch the Niners to face the Cowgirls. They ain't ready for us. Night gang. Hashtag Night gang. I know, right? Oh, hey, you read what Micah Parsons says. Yeah, people act like, what we supposed to say, man. We can't play these guys because they're too physical for us. All right, okay, go ahead, Micah. Paul III says they don't know the Niners. Name a time this year. Greenlaw, Mosey, Alshar, Kay Williams been on the field with all those developed rookies. Ooh, Paul, there's a variable right there. You get all those guys on the field now. Oh, there's no tired body out there that's not good. 13. That's not 13. Anyway. 13-13. The boys can't see us, Bo. Can we get a 90 shout? I know! 13th. Good about this, man. I'm telling you, feeling strong. Hope the Niners just come in knowing they got to annihilate. Don't just beat them. Knock them D's through the dirt. And check out Robert. Hey, Robert.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Robert, man, we're sitting there and contemplating all the emotions that are running between the Niner Empire, the locker room. Will it be enough to motivate the 49ers to fuel themselves right into the next round, which God knows who that's going to be? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about this whole thing?
Ronbo, my faithfulness has not wavered one bit. We're going to go into Dallas, take over Dallas, and them boys will give them a bottle by the time it's over with and tuck them in the bed, and we're going to move on to the next round. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I want to see that frustration. The Cowboys can show some funny frustration when they're having no problem. They can't control the game. That game against the Broncos, they look totally confused. I want to see that face again so bad.
Hey, Ronbo, I wish you could see my text messages. Like, my mom's a Cowboy fan. We've been going at it all week. Like, she come. I take care of my mom. I try to do pretty good by my mom. She was like, she was gonna come over to my house and watch the game. I told her, "Nah, you're not invited this week. You stay home."
You know, if she gonna come over there and cook, you know what? Come on, I will buy the chicken and everything else. I know what you gonna do. Just let me know. And listen, you can run around with that Cowboys jersey on. I'm gonna text you from the front room to the kitchen too. And Mama, you watching the game?
You watch it? We've been going at it.
Hey, Robert, you ain't lived until 2 o'clock in the morning. You texted back to Cowboys fans. I'm going through that now, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna turn this.
Oh yeah. I texted not too long ago. I texted a picture of T.O. pushing Dion around coming off the line. the bullies coming to town. But we play our game, and don't get outside ourselves. I see us winning it. I don't think it'll be an easy win, but long as we play our game, we'll be all right. So run the ball down their throat.
Because they don't like people running them. They really don't like that at all.
Keep decking all those explosive receivers on the sideline, and they can watch the game. Yeah, they didn't even have to pay for those tickets. So, hey.
No need in taking a shower. Y'all could just put your clothes on and go. And put your clothes on and go home. No sweating.
But that's the game plan. 30 plus rushes, and we get out of there.
That's a great
35
formula.
rushes, and we get out of there with a victory. Run it down their throat.
And Robert, don't you want to see more of Wilson Jr.? I want to see him this week. I want to hear about him going into that dark place he likes to go to. I don't need Mitchell being killed before the next round of the playoffs. Kyle, lighten up. We realize he got 900 yards on the regular season. Now, platoon him back and forth. I'd like to see Mitchell. I'd like to see Wilson start the game like they used to do when they had Heem and what's his name? TC. Was it TC? Yeah. Tevin Coleman. But
I got a
pace. Yes.
I got a question though, Ronbo. So if our punter can't get back in time from concussion protocol, we signed another punter to the practice squad. But my question is, do we stick with Juice as the holder for Robbie?
Yeah, from what I understand, they work on that every week, so that wasn't something that they just had to figure out. Yeah, Juice comes in every Thursday, according to our special teams coach, and they work on that. So Juice knew exactly what he was doing. Him and Robbie.
Right. I think their chemistry looked pretty good. I wouldn't want to put somebody we signed to the practice squad out there as a holder for Robbie. Even if he has to come in and punt, let him punt. But I say keep Juice as the holder.
And Robert, did you notice how well Robbie placed that ball when he was punting? He kept that game manageable. Every time he put it out there, he set up the special teams to drop that team back there, not close enough to get into field goal range every time. So
those were big time punts. Those were like MVP. Like
Robbie's,
shout out to Wayne Breezy. Breezy said it. He's the Robbie Gold was the MVP. Of
Breezy
that
was
game.
right. Boy,
Right.
Robert, our time ran out. We was having too much fun. I'm gonna tell you what. Friday, let me
Oh
see you.
yeah.
Be looking for you too. All right.
Hey, I just want to tell the Empire faithful then, faithful now. If things start looking ugly for a minute, let's not fill the chat with are we gonna lose and 5 Cal. No, let's stay faithful and believe in our squad, man.
Yeah.
We came back from 17 nothing. Not saying that we can do that every week, but hey, let's have some faith, man.
There you
Things
go.
ain't gonna go perfect.
Not every time. All right, fam.
Y'all enjoy the night.
You too, Robert. Night, fam. And I see that Mr. Block Eye says Jimmy G go play his game. Running game is my ace. As his wide receivers get open and get the yaks. Jennings, my X factor. Yeah, I know, right? They'll worry about the other wide receivers. Armstead and Key must go off. Sunday, they will double team Bosa. See, Nick provides for those guys. He sets a table for them, Mr. Block Eyes, accurate assessments. I love it. Appreciate the contribution too, fam. Hey, Eric Curtis, 209. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Who is this?
Oh, what's up? What's up, Ronbo? This is John Dez, man. I've been a subscriber since the 2019 season. That beautiful season.
Yeah.
Beautiful season we had, man.
Thanks,
man,
John.
I was talking to my honey dip. I got a little honey dip. She like 7 years older than me, so she knows the old school days.
Mm-hmm.
So when the 2019 season was coming up, she was still hurt from the Kaepernick era, right?
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, man, I don't know. I think the Niners gonna do something special this season. She's like, nah, I'll believe it when I see it. So all of a sudden we start. So I don't have too many Niner fans in my circle. So I'm on YouTube and I'm just looking up stuff and videos, and I come across your channel and I'm just like, man, I like this dude. So I've been following you since I've been following you since 2019, man, and I had to get that out the way, because I'm not new, but this is my first time calling in, so I just wanted to let you know that.
John, I appreciate that too. I hope to hear from you as often as possible too. And John, hey, share with us though where your emotions are right now as we get ready to go check out Dallas and some of the things you're hearing, because all of us know Cowboy fans, and some of us had to turn off our phones and stop notifications because people like to say stupid things. But John, where you at on this matter?
You know what, Ronbo? I gotta piggyback off of what you've been saying about your support and Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? I gotta piggyback off of that because I feel like I don't know where this divisive kind of fan base came from. It just started like all of a sudden we sound like the Raiders fan base. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the franchise, but
yeah.
but it's like, man, like my whole life I've been hearing Raider fans, they just trash their own team all the time, and lately I've just been feeling like that's what we've been doing as a fan base, all because 50% of us don't like Jimmy G and 50% of us do, and we support him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of a sudden, it's like, man, and today I'm not gonna lie, today I had to watch your reaction video for the Rams game, man. I got a job where I could have my AirPods in, so I could do a little YouTube watching and shit. So I was watching your reaction video this morning, and man, I'm listening because you like to read off of
the chat,
the comments, yeah, and I'm just like, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Your reactions were a little, your face was shaking too. I seen that, but I think that was all of us, though. I think that was all of us.
Because I didn't want
to. Some of the comments you were reading, though.
Oh, it could get.
God,
evil.
I'm just like, Oh man, I'm like, where is the not even the faith, but just like, are you really a fan, or are you just a pure like Jimmy hater? Like, we have no control who Kyle's gonna put in, or shit, it might not even be Kyle's decision. You know what I'm saying? It might be coming from the higher ups or whatever, telling Kyle who to start and or who we have no control over
that's a good
that.
point.
So my whole thing is like just support your support your team and get mad if you want, but like you said, man, shit get evil though. It's like,
I know
man.
that. Well, the thing is, the whole thing was this year. Now you got 50%, like you mentioned, 50-50, right? Even if it's sad, I have a feeling it's about 60-40.
Like you called it a family feud. I like that.
You know,
You called it family feud.
Well, you know what? Because here's the thing, John. What you end up getting when that happens is you get every time both sides are rooting against the other, right? The people who don't like Jimmy actually go to the place where they don't want the team to win while Jimmy's quarterbacking. And I know because I've had conversations with those kind of people. I couldn't believe it, but it exists, right? And then you have us who can't wait to get back in their face when we win. So it becomes a family feud, It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But John, great to meet you. I tell you what, I'm going to go, and hopefully this is not the last time I hear from you. Let's see, every Friday I'll be back and bring a score with you.
Yeah. I'm gonna start calling in more often. I just, I had to call in today. I know it's short and sweet. You want to get to the other callers, but I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm John Daz. I'm gonna call in more often, and man, I've just been a big supporter of you. Past couple of years. So you're doing your thing, Ronbo Sports, man. Like and subscribe, man. And John Daz. I'm out.
All right, ain't good for you. I got you wrote down already. So next time you call, I'm gonna say, "Hey, John." All right, fam.
All right, good looking, brother.
All right, great night. And let's go check out Casey.
Ronbo, man.
Casey, there's that noise again. I was thinking.
Long season of Jimmy G hate, man.
That's why it's got to be rough for people who hate Jimmy. You had to go at 10 times. You couldn't do anything if you're if a Jimmy G hater. Yeah, 10 times you have to hear from everybody else who doesn't hate him. And then it's 10-7. Well, 10-6 because he wasn't out there for all the losses. But, it's pretty funny. I don't know why we got to be like this.
Well, Ronbo, I think it's time Kyle Shanahan takes up the mantle that he's inherited, essentially, and becomes the coach that he's supposed to be. And I think that moment happened when Kyle punted the ball with 1:57 seconds left or whatever it was.
Oh, your boy Robbie, that's right.
Ronbo, that was. I told you on Sunday night. I'm still processing this game. I didn't call in on Monday night because I took too many of my over-the-counter medications. I couldn't make it to call in.
The dosage is on the outside of the bottle, Casey. You got to stay with the dosage.
No, but you know what? I really want to say that that punt that Kyle chose to make, because I know Kyle was itching to go for it, and I even know that he crossed his mind to go for it in overtime when they were 10 yards away. But
everybody questioned that because I was worried we weren't going to get the ball back. He trusted the defense like that, and you know what? Casey, you like to work.
The
Robbie?
moment that Kyle decided that he's going to not make the wrong decision, that he's going to make the right decision today.
But he did. And Casey, remember to give him credit.
Defense.
So I'm saying, remember to give him credit, because normally we give Kyle no credit and all over his ass when he screws up a judgment like that. Robbie put that ball right where he had to put it. The defense actually held, and we got the ball back, which I was shocked too.
He punted that ball knowing that could have been the entire season.
It worked this time, Casey.
The entire season came down to a punt and a defensive stand. And then Jimmy making 3 incredible passes to go 80 yards.
Casey still shook up. Casey, you know what's funny? It took you 3 days to get over it. You okay now?
No, I want to give respect to what's taking place here, and I think Kyle I think that took years and years for Kyle to make that that. It's just the way he did, man. It wasn't like I felt confident about it. I was like,
Did
you know
you?
what? I was like, this is what Kyle's got to do, man.
Scared me to
you made your
death.
bed, Kyle. But this team, I think you made a great point about being backed into a corner and when you got to fight and stuff. It kind of reminded me of the Falcons game. They woke up in the second half.
Yeah.
And this team's getting hot at the right time. And this team started 2-4, and they've gone 8-3 since. So I wouldn't want to play them if I was anybody. And the Cowboys over the last 2 weeks
have been going the opposite direction.
Or last 3 weeks, or whatever. Well, yeah, I mean, they beat up the Eagles, and they feel pretty good about that. But
I don't know
they
why.
lost to the Cardinals before that.
And Jack's running around bragging about I think he got 5 TDs or something. I forgot what record that was for him, a personal record. I said, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't even say anything if I were you. 16 of 22 starters didn't even play? Oh.
He had a really good game against the Washington football team, and it was pretty amazing, actually. He played really, really well that game. But
who's the quarterback for Washington
that
week?
Battle tested. Yeah, I think the Niners are ready to go. I think they're getting hot at the right time. And I think D'Amico Ryans is actually only getting better. And I hope he doesn't wait until the second half. But I mean, I think the Niners could really win this game. I think they could win it handily. I think the
Cardinals. We like playing on the road, so yeah. I think
the Cardinals could win. I think Kyler.
Again,
there is this weird thing that
is that Monday night or Sunday night?
Yeah, it's Monday. That's why I'm saying it's gonna be a big game. And I don't think SoFi's recovered. So here's the real question: if the Rams do win, then it becomes how do the 49ers get back to SoFi so they can do it again?
So we got to root for the Rams from here on out. In case we got to go. I'll tell you, man, good stuff tonight. I really loved it. You're always entertaining.
My pleasure, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform, man. Thank you for holding it down. Thank you for being the best part of my Sunday football. So.
Thanks, man. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah, man.
All right. Night,
Ronbo. Appreciate you, man.
Night. It's SG Warriors, otherwise known as AKA Chardell SG. Did we do this yet? Is it? Oh, Nexus League. Yeah. Ronbo still trying to recover from Debo tackling Ramsey like he got counted. I don't know what wide receiver is this physical who can compare and pass. I can't think of anybody. Chardell, hold on just a second. There's one guy that's coming back, the Tennessee Titans, Henry. That's the guy who abuses people who try to tackle him. All right, Chardell, come on in. Thanks, Nexus League.
Hey, Ronbo, I hope you're having a great evening.
Thanks. Hope you are too.
I'm looking to a 49ers playoff winner of the Cowboys. We gotta beat those damn Cowboys.
Yeah, it's a must.
And if we get this win, I'm gonna dedicate it to number 87, Dwight Clark. Yeah. One of the greatest wide receivers on that 1997 49ers team.
Who also stopped the Cowboys. Yes, symbolic.
And he was widely remembered for the single play known as the catch.
Mm-hmm.
And he's always going to go down as the greatest. This is going to go down as one of the greatest football rivalries in history.
Yep.
And my question is that what are some tips that you would have for the 49ers if they want to beat the Cowboys in this playoff game and move on to the divisional round?
Yeah, pretty much the same as being said all over the Niner Empire. Just because the Cowboys are not good with stopping the run. You've got a team that's got so many design runs that just bury them as much as you can. And then when you unleash Jimmy on them all of a sudden with Debo or Ayuk or George or the new X Factor, Jawan Jennings, it's like a knife in their heart. And that's pretty much what we did against the Rams. We ran against them beautifully and then suddenly strike like a cobra. Hood up. Bam! Jawan Jennings, he's wide open. He trots into the end zone. Touchdown Niners. And Debo swoops around it. boom. I want to hear that all game long because
So,
nobody gives us credit for the passing game, but our passing game is actually outstanding most of the time.
So when Debo threw that pass to Juwan Jennings, was that unexpected? Because normally it's Jimmy G who throws a pass, not like a wide receiver, like another player on the Niners.
Well, Chardell,
Was that kind
that
of
was
unexpected?
a setup. It was set up. It was set up to get the defense out of position to make a play, right? Because if you got the defense focusing on the wrong thing, that sets that play up, and they were definitely focused on the wrong thing. Juwan standing down in the end zone by himself, that would never happen on a normally ran play, right?
So my score prediction for the Cowboys and 49ers game will be 55-14 49ers.
55. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot, SG. 55-14. And the only reason you get the 14 is because of garbage time, right? The 49ers are resting their starters midway through the fourth quarter as they figure by at this point the Cowboys look whipped and Kyle Shannon's pulling his starters. I hope so. SG, we lost Jardell? Because for one thing, last thing you want with a 55-14 score is to see anybody, George, Jimmy, Mitchell, anybody. I mean, Bosa, Nick, can I talk to you? Coach, if you can tell me I'm coming out of the game. No, Nick, please, let me talk to you.
So
SG, you back?
So I think I think both teams are going to play competitively in this game. And I mean, I think they're going to bring the fire. Both
Did you say
teams, the Cowboys and the
55-14?
49ers.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to play competitively. I know that they're going to, because I know both teams are very competitive. The Cowboys are very competitive.
Yeah, they are.
The 49ers are also very competitive. They're both very competitive teams in general.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to, but I want the 49ers to, insult the Cowboys because we beat them in the catch. So this is going to be like, like revenge.
For old time's sake. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for this game. I mean, because I was waiting for this game for years, because I was waiting for we want the Niners to play the Cowboys so bad, and I'm so happy it happened, man. It's just, as a Niner fan, I was waiting for this moment for years to come, and it's finally here.
And hopefully
it's very exciting.
It'll end like we wanted to. So, well, SG, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what.
But I really like coming on, and I'll be back on Friday. We can talk more on Friday.
All right, looking forward to that. You have a great night. All right,
I'm looking forward to it. Have a great evening, Ronbo.
You too.
See ya.
Hey, Jay.
Yo, Ronbo.
Jay, man. We're sitting here tripping on like Chardell just brought up, the rivalry that goes all the way back and all those special moments between the 49ers and the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Here we are now, and emotions are probably running really high, although the kids on the team, and maybe even you, Jay, don't realize what it's like to hate the Cowboys like some of us do, because we've went through experiences with that team and their fan base that make you want to kill somebody. So, it's if you can imagine it's like the thing that we have between the Hawks and us on crack. You know what I'm saying? It's like speeded up a long ways. Oh, I'm gonna talk about players that went from our team to their team, and we still do that a little bit with the Rams. I mean the Hawks. But back then they take blue chip players, and then you got like the worst guy in the world for that. You got prime time. Yeah, come in and get me another ring. Fucking year that dude leaves, he goes over to Dallas. Oh man! See, there's Charles Haley was our dude, one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. He puts on a Cowboys uniform right in front of us. Oh man! So and then there's some of those other moments too. But Jay, what are you feeling?
I'm kind of like not worried, or maybe worried about the Cowboys. Aren't they like number one on turnovers or something. Or
Yeah.
getting the ball
They're
right.
good at takeaways. Yeah.
Yeah, takeaways. That's what
Diggs.
worries me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jimmy, he tends to throw at least one or zero. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen on Sunday.
Well, one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lot of running and control the clock.
Yeah,
And
hopefully.
also that one INT, as Kyle explained today in the presser, again, you cannot have McKivitz on your left side. Jimmy can't see that guy coming, So Trent's going to be back on the left side. That should provide more protection. Because I don't know what people expect of Jimmy. I got Compton on my right. I got McKivitz on my left. And we expect perfection. It's not necessarily something that you just, Jimmy's defined by his INTs. I get it. But for God's sakes, can we look at this whole situation and see where an INT is possible for anybody?
Yeah. Not for Aaron Rodgers. He has only 5 interceptions in the whole year, probably.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Or 4.
Yeah, Rodgers doesn't. Yeah, Rodgers, and again, if he had McKivitz and Compton protected him, I wonder how well he'd do, But that's, Jimmy's got to stay under control. And if he hasn't got a shot, then just don't take it. But you got a guy Jimmy does believe in himself. That's what Kyle explained as well. He's gunslinger. He's going to throw the ball. Even though people think he's a check down, with a game control or something like that, he's far from it. Because guys who just control the game don't throw INTs. Now, Jimmy will throw that ball in a heartbeat. He believes in himself. To the degree, sometimes it gets him into trouble.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys, they're going to try to defend our run, right? So, you heard what
They're the
Kyle
worst.
said, right?
Yeah.
Kyle said we had to, our pass game actually opened up the run. So, I think we should be a pass-first team, to be honest with you. Because that was surprising, Dallas defense, probably, to be honest. As crazy as that sounds.
That's a good point, though. Wouldn't it be funny if Dallas was, but they're not good at it. That's the only thing, though, Jay. They're one of the worst teams in the league against the run. Do you know that the Eagles scrubs ran up 150 yards on them the other day? And people say, well, that's because Dallas wasn't serious. No, they do that every week.
Yeah.
So. Anyway.
Yeah, but the thing about that, Dan Quinn, I think, he was what's it called, Kyle's ex-coach or whatever. He knows him pretty well. He knows that he wants to take the game out of, Jimmy Garoppolo's hands and, just run the ball. So
We're going to see. You're going to see something different this weekend anyway, no matter what. No matter what they're expecting, look for Kyle to come up with something strange that we're going to be saying, oh! Gee,
yeah. We're going to win, Ronbo. I'm going to say my score because I don't know if I'm going to call on Friday, but
okay.
We're going to win 33 to they're going to score 21.
All right.
So,
11, 12 points. I like that. All right, Jay. I'll be got time anyway, though. We'll look for you. All right, fam.
Okay. You have a good day, Ronbo.
You too. Night. It's Donut and Tanisha. Come on in, D.
Way down in the jungle deep, the Cowboys would get stepped on by the 49ers ready to go feet. That called Zeke the other day and said, brother, can't you see? The 49ers is hot right now and it's truly hard to beat. Zeke told Dak, he said, yeah, I know. They're going to hit us high. They're going to run down low. Matter of fact, they're going to play in 3 sequence. Dak said, what you mean, brother, in fearly voice? Zeke said, long, hard, and frequent. How you doing, my man?
Hey, Ronbo. What's up?
Tanisha, did Tanisha help you write that? That was cold as could be.
Man, we love you, man. How you doing?
Doing great. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, man, we're getting ready to go into a game now that the only fear I have is a possibility of having to listen to them Cowboy fans. Because, Donut, we all know Cowboy fans. Because, that's America's team. So they're everywhere, right? And I don't want to hear it. I've actually had to cut my phone off because I'm getting text messages and phone calls, and I know what they want. And as soon as I see the name on the screen, right? So, it'll be my pleasure to bring them back Monday. No, Sunday afternoon. No, Sunday evening. Ooh-wee.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, Dallas fans to me is like mosquitoes at a barbecue. They just bugging you, just bugging the mess out of you. You know, you just want to wave your hand and be like, "Come on, man, get up out of my ear, get up off me." You know,
start spraying.
But yes, spray some of that red&gold dust on them. They'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Let them fly away. Treat them like that good old deep. You feel me?
Indeed. You know.
Man.
They've been spoiled, you know, because they got 5 championships. We got 5, so they think they're as good as we is. That's why it's important for us to get that 6th ring before they do. Or Donut, boy, they'll run us out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we won't have any peace. Because Steelers fans got more class. Gotta strike. They ain't saying nothing.
Yes,
they got
and that's why we got to strike first.
Yep.
That's why we got to strike first and stay hot, man. That's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And even if we start slow, you know what I'm saying? And we got to make that as our expectations. There's many times that teams start slow, but they come back with the gas, you know what I'm saying, in the second half. We are one of those teams, you know what I'm saying? We can do this, you know what I'm saying? We can beat the Cowboys, you know? And we proved to be the high-power team. We proved to be the low-power team, you know what I'm saying? All we got to do, like the other caller said, is handle business, Ronbo. Just handle business.
Handle that business, man.
You know, and we're better at front running than coming from behind. I don't want to come from behind. I like front running. We saw Sunday was character, but I don't want to see character. I want humiliation. I want to see the Cowboys get embarrassed. I want them to say things like, I want to hear Jerry Jones say things like, there's going to be some changes in this club. I'm playing too much money. Dak Prescott know who I'm talking about. You know, you know Amari, Zeke. I knew I paid him too much money to begin with.
Yeah. And he gonna be like, Cooper, I need to holler at you, player. But you know what though? I want to give a special shout out to Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who should be one of the front runners of what you call that return player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because he has progressed a lot. Yeah, comeback player of the year. He should be one of the front runners. You know what I'm saying? Because he has progressed. And the position that he's playing in, it's every snap he's getting touch. Every snap you're fighting. It's not like the receivers. It's not like the quarterbacks or the DBs. You know, you're running a route or you're running back and you get to throw it away. No, these guys up front is hogs and dogs, man. Whether they're doing good or doing bad. But Nick Bosa, my prayers is up for him to have a safe season. He did so far. Let him continue to the Super Bowl and let's win this mother duck plucker. But when the honors come out, the NFL honors, my prayers is up for that young man to get comeback of the year because he deserves it.
Amen. Yes,
definitely
he
does. You know, and they've been beating him up. You know, they got 2 and 3 guys. They're giving him the Aaron Donald treatment, Donut. You know, we built a wall every time it was snap on Aaron Donald. Now Nick, in his 3rd year, actually it's only his 2nd because he missed a year, right? Is getting AD treatment. Whoa.
And I love it too. And you know, when he gets doubled, everybody else gets free. You know, like our boy Jordan Willis, like our other dude that lines down low. You know, that same man. You know, our other linemen. You know, Jones, everybody.
Eric Armstead.
Everybody. I was going to mention Armstead last because that man is playing. Let's keep that going, Armstead, for the playoffs, brother. I'm glad to see that he's not tired. I'm glad to see he still got gas. We're going to be ready, Ronbo.
Tanisha and Donut, I'm going to see y'all Friday, and we're going to talk about the score and what we plan on happening next. All right?
That sounds real good. Let's have some Texas chili while we're doing that.
Yes. Bang, that again.
Bang, that again, Tanisha.
Bang that again, Ronbo. Woo.
Number 2.
Night,
Donut.
Hey, good night. Love you,
Thanks,
faithful.
Man.
Good night.
And Emily.
What happened?
You know, man, we're sitting there tripping, you know, because it's the damn Cowboys. And that's my only fear, Emilio. I I don't want
That's
to
your
hear.
bad habit.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know people, and I know people that root for them people, man. It's if there's one thing I ain't gonna say nothing to them people if the 49ers win, right? Because I'm gonna tell them, and they're gonna say, Rumble, man, you ain't got nothing to say. Look, man, been there, done that. Y'all ain't nothing to be bragging about. I knew that was going. I get to talk major smack, but talking offensively or defensively instead of offensively. You know what I'm saying? Oh, immediately I want that moment so bad.
I
Video,
just want
how
to see
you
how we
feeling?
cannot win. I'm great. I'm waiting for this game. I was waiting for a 49er Cowboy playoff for years. It's been a while.
Waited too long.
I don't even remember the last time we had a 49er playoff game. Man, it's been a minute.
It's heart pumps 100 miles
We've
an
been in
hour.
the playoffs, and the Cowboys, every time they get in, they lose the first round. They can never get a chance to play the Cowboys.
Is Texas boy up in here today? I hope he heard that. He
It
probably
don't
is.
matter if he heard it or not. He'll hear it later. He might hear it Friday again. Every time the Cowboys get in, what do they do? The first round they lose. It ain't nothing new. It's
Coming in looking like they're just ready to kill the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I was looking at the record the other day, and I was like, okay, the Cowboys supposed to be this hot team. I'm like, what team have they beaten that's over 500?
Mm-hmm.
Not one. They went 6-0 in their division. Everybody in that team is crap. Then I look at the teams they lost to. I said, "Are you serious?"
2 years in a row.
I said, "Man, if we were in that division, we could have had their record or better."
We'd be 14
I said, "God, I said, that's sad."
2 years in a row, people said that about the Cowboys. Ain't beat nobody over 500, and everybody over 500 beat their ass.
And they still
You know, so I
have
said,
it.
okay, see.
I was telling Cowboys fans that mid-season, "Oh, we're going to play football." I said, "How can when you beat got somebody good?" And they started talking about us. I was like, "We've beaten good teams. We've beaten teams over 500. What? Name one team you beaten over 500." "Oh, we still got a better record. Better records don't mean a damn thing." I said, "If we go back to Tom Brady, he went 19 and 1, and didn't win a Super Bowl. That still means crap."
Yep.
I said, "It's at the end of the day, who wants it? Who wants to win? Who wants the big game?" You know, your season record doesn't mean a damn thing. At this point, everybody's 0-0.
You know, if you're in the NFC least, and you don't win every time, if you call yourself a powerhouse, there's no point in you coming to the dance because you ain't been tested. You ain't got nothing on the resume to show that you deserve to even really be here.
I was looking at it, I was like, man, they were getting beat up by the NFC, the AFC West. I said, God, even the Raiders beat them up. I said, that's horrible.
Wait.
I said, y'all let the Raiders beat you guys up?
Did they? They beat them?
Yeah, the Raiders beat them. The Chiefs beat them. Like I said, they have not beaten the team over 500.
Are you serious? Because the Broncos beat them
5
too.
games they lost to. Yeah, so it was the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Cardinals, the Buccaneers. And I forgot there was one more team. I can't remember the other one. Like I said, they all had winning records. All them other teams that didn't have 500.
Oh! They got past the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think.
One out of did they beat the Denver? No,
the Broncos embarrassed
Like
them.
I said, Denver
It was
wasn't over
really
500, so they beat Denver. Like I said.
Wait, did they win that game?
Teams on 500. Yeah, they beat Denver.
They did come back and beat that game. That's right. Broncos were killing them the whole game, and they came back at the end. That's right.
You think about it, Denver's not that good. So.
Yeah, they needed more offensive power. Well, we can provide that, especially against their defense.
My whole thing is, I don't want Jimmy throwing 2 interceptions and hoping we come back. Yeah, that was a little bit of a fluke.
You got Trent Williams on that.
And I was like,
Trent's back.
Because I actually was like, man, I kind of gave up on the game. I said, really, this is how we're gonna end our season? Get killed by the
you heard what
by
Kyle
2
said.
interceptions by Jimmy. I said that was just bad.
You heard what Kyle said though. You know, McKivitson could be on that left side this Sunday, so. Don't worry about all that. That Jimmy will have plenty of time to throw. Well, not plenty of time, but he'll have a normal amount of time to throw.
Ronbo, he's had Trent Williams and still threw 2 interceptions. Don't let that be an excuse. This is Jimmy we're talking about. He did it against the Titans threw 2 interceptions. Nah, that's a bad excuse. Kyle's trying to get at, man.
I can't give them that one. No.
I got. Well, they didn't do nothing with it. So
I said for us to win this game, and it's gonna be a close one. We have to limit the turnovers, especially coming from Jimmy.
I tell you what,
to limit those turnovers.
I look for Jimmy to go flawless this week. And as a matter of fact, I would almost bet on it.
I don't know about that because their defense. Like I said, they play sorry teams, but I'm like they can't pick the ball off. So
we're gonna see.
This is where it should be a run game, but Jimmy
you know it is because they ain't got no run defense, fam. They ain't got no run. Anybody was throwing the ball, they ain't got no run defense. All right, but we got to go, fam.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it. They're still going to try to throw the ball here and there.
Well, you got to.
That's my main concern about this game.
Sets it up.
It's Jimmy, not the team.
Third down situations. Yeah. All right, Emilio, you're going to have to go, fam, because I got to take out of here in a minute. Man, see you Friday.
That's all good. You have a good night.
You too.
And,
all right.
Fuck them cowgirls.
Hey, Ellis, come on in.
Ronbo, can I come on next, or am I the last of the Mohican?
No, you're okay. We'll be back. All right.
Okay, yeah, I'll be ready next after this call.
Okay.
Appreciate you, fam.
No problem. Hey, Tony.
What's happening, Skip?
Tony, I thought about you. I posted up Skip and Shannon having a conversation, and Shannon ran it down to him why he knows the Cowboys are going to lose, and at the end of it all, they says, I put a six-pack on it, and Skip, I don't want you to try to wiggle out of this. Skip says, I don't want to wiggle out of it. In fact, I want to put 8 six-packs down on it. They drink Mountain Dew. Tony, you ever drink Mountain Dew?
No.
It's the silliest drink in the world, which I was also laughing about. It's a soft drink. It tastes like yuck. Tony.
Yeah, we got it over here, but I just drink water and beer.
It's better than Mountain Dew. I'd rather sugar and crap and that stuff. But anyway, Tony, your feeling on this game so far? Like we know what the conditions are midweek. This is that midweek. What are you thinking, time? What are you thinking?
Well, let's have a look at it, Ronbo. I mean, outside their division, they're 6-5.
Yeah.
The Cowboys.
Yep.
So
they lost
to the Steelers. The Cardinals swept them. They lost to the Texans. They lost to the Jags.
What?
They lost to the Broncos. Who else did they lose to?
Wait a minute, did they? Okay, I thought they lost to the Broncos. Emilio just said the Broncos. I thought the Broncos beat them because everybody was talking about that.
Beat them 30 points. Broncos beat them 30 points to 16.
That's what I thought I remembered. Emilio, that's right. The Broncos did win that game because they humiliated them for the whole first half.
Even the Raiders beat them. So they haven't really.
So
who'd they beat up on? They beat up on Philly, the Panthers, the Giants, the Falcons, and Washington. Really?
Yeah. The division. Yeah.
But if you have a look at this team, obviously the tight ends and the fullback are going to stay on the field for the whole game. But out of this list, which you can cut in half and rotate, or you've got who are you going to double team out of these people? You got Juszczyk, Kittle, Juwan Jennings, Wilson Jr., Deebo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, Mohamed Sanu, Ross Dwelly, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sherman. And you're lucky you haven't got Raheem Mostert on that list.
So lucky. But Mitchell is just as nasty right now. So,
My thing is, if we can nullify their play with the secondary, then this game is over before it started. If we can if our secondary can just nullify their play.
Yeah, stay in front of that guy. And let Nick and company do the rest. That's right.
Yeah, because if our front four, whatever you want to call them, Bosa and all the rest of them, they're gonna get. And Ezekiel Elliott has only run for 75 or more yards in only 4 games this year.
He's not looking like Zeke. I don't know what happened to him, but he's not looking like Zeke of old. So,
So, I mean, the rest, otherwise, if we can't, if we can't match them up in the secondary, it's going to end up being a shootout.
Yeah.
And
I
I
can't stop the 49ers either. That's true. And you don't want to get into that.
And the only other thing we've got is just to run it down their throat. And they don't like people running the ball on them.
They really don't.
No, they don't. They don't like it.
And can you imagine Kyle Shanahan style running? That's all the pre-snaps and designed runs. And now it's like, oh, God. 49ers have 150 yards in the first half.
Yeah. I love Shannon. Skip, you want them done, Skip. That's it. You want them done. I bring tissues on Monday, you bring my Mountain Dew.
You're going home. He tells them right off,
you're going home.
home.
Yep. One and done. And like you said, this is a different conference. The 49ers play in one of the hardest conferences. So
I know. It's
you can jump up and down and beat up on shitty teams and put 40 points on them. But I like it that we play in the hardest conference because then it makes it a lot easier when we come up against these lesser teams. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And Shanahan's going to be dreaming up plays while he's dreaming, while he's asleep.
And he probably does anyway. Tony, I'm gonna see you Friday, okay? And because there's gonna be something else that comes out of the media that's gonna make us laugh. We're gonna be talking about it. Get that score ready. All right.
Watch out, Cowboys. All right, brother. Shout out to everyone, and we'll see how Skip feels.
I gotta post up a bottle of Mountain Dew. Hey, Tony, have a great day. I'll talk to you shortly.
All right, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. I gotta find something to do with Mountain Dew. It's gotta be fun. Rebel D says, I forgot Jimmy, the only one who can't throw INT. Stop crying about it. It's not how you start a game. It's how you finish it. Clearly go Niners. I know, That's why I say, poor Jimmy. He could have like he did. He was straight nails in that Rams game coming down the stretch. But what do people talk about? They talk about the INTs. Hey, Ellis. Oh, I'm sorry. T. Breezy, please, people. No Super Bowl talk. One game at a time. Oh, yeah. No. Everybody knows. Don't even think about the Super Bowl. We're just talking about the road to the Super Bowl, is first starting now. Ellis.
True that. Ron Bizzle.
Hey, that's a midweek, man. Where you at on this, man? What's going on?
Man, I didn't get a chance to make it in on Monday. I got in too late. The pen was gone.
That's right.
So I didn't get to follow up from the Sunday game. But I just was really, what you were talking about, with Jimmy. We hate the turnovers because a lot of the games that seems to be kind of what are, what's to highlight. And most of the time, it has a lot to do with that because we're giving team back opportunities to win, but that's not always why we're losing all the time. And to see Jimmy change, to switch up and come back and fight the way that he did, man, I'm thankful that he came through like that. And you got to tip your hat, to him for doing that, marching down the field, seeing those options and stuff like that, because it's a different set of eyes is back there throwing the ball. Not saying Trey, but anybody, they're not going to always see the same targets and hit the same guys. And, Jimmy was hitting the right options. And thankfully, Debo got however many yards after the catch. Brandon Ayuk got all those yards after the catch. Jawan Jennings got all those yards after the catch. It's a team. It's a team effort. Jimmy gets the ball to him. These guys, you catch it and you get extra yards. So it's like, it's an extra addition to the success of that play. And so it was just really well-rounded team, effort that game. That was probably the best game I think we might have played all damn year long. To be honest.
And that team is built like that. That's why you got you guys like Jawan Jennings and George Kittle and Debo and Ayuk. Those guys, Kyle Shanahan, this was his vision. Get guys, when they get the ball, are absolute monsters. That also makes it easier on the offensive line. That makes it easier. That makes it, everything becomes easier. I love what the 49ers are doing. And that's why Dante Pettis is in New York. He can't yak.
Yeah. Dante pennies, like my boy that be calling in. He said he calls it pennies. You know,
Could be
pennies.
Dante
He ain't
Pennies.
worth a damn penny.
You know?
Yeah, all that. But yeah, man, really just excited. You know, my cousin, rest in peace, man. He was a Cowboys fan, and he was one of the ones that used to always, you know, we used to always get into it. And he was, you know, back in the Aikman and Irvin days and Emmitt Smith, and he had his Cowboys gear, and you know, I had my Niners on, and you know, that was when the rivalry was really, you know, was really high powered.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I really look forward to this game. They got a damn good defense. What I was thinking about is Quinn sometimes can kind of, Dan Quinn can kind of get Kyle's number a little bit. So I'm hoping that Kyle's not going to allow him to, you know, to win him over. You know what I mean? Because he knows Kyle very well. He is a damn good defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? We got to, you know, Quinn is he's not to be, you know, frowned upon or you know, you can't take that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, not at all. So, you know, if Kyle comes out with the right plays, you know what I mean? The plays that we've been running the past couple of games and even in the Rams game, we're looking really good. I'm just curious as to what he's going to do this time offensively. I don't want him to be predictable for Dan Quinn. I don't, you know, because remember when in the 2019 season, we lost to those damn Falcons and Dan Quinn. Yeah, and Quinn was over there, you know, laughing at him like, you know, I know you like the back of my hand, Kyle. You know, we don't want that again. So, you know, Michael Parsons is a baller. Their secondary is good, but it sounds like their run defense isn't very stout. So I don't know. We got to kind of, you know, we got to use our weapons to the fullest of our ability. I think this might have to be one of the most first to fourth quarter complete games that we're going to need to have this year. You know, just to solidify and put these boys away.
You know, you can't stop the run.
I mean?
You the 49ers are not the team you want to play. So it's going to be interesting. But Ellis,
and I'm sure it'll be more passing than it'll be running as far as on the Cowboys end. I think they're going to do a little bit more passing because their run game ain't going to be doing shit.
I know. So they have no choice.
Zeke is going to get stuffed. Yeah, Zeke is going to get put down, and they're going to be, you know, having to put Dan out there in the backfield. But anyway.
All right, Ellis.
Yeah, right on, brother Ronbo. Appreciate you as always.
Thanks, man.
You know, shout out to all of the Niner faithful, man. Make sure I hit that like and subscribe. And you know, we see the coaches and stuff they're trying to poach already, Ronbo. I'm not too excited about what we could be missing after the season, man. It's like, you know, these people are chomping at the bit, drooling over our staff because of how we turn things around, you know, but if we only had 5 wins right now, nobody would give a shit about any of our coaches. So, you know, the desperation is on a whole nother level. But anyway, hopefully we can keep some of these guys. I would say give Adam Peters the general manager job and upgrade John to the president position or something like that. Of, you know, that way we can try to keep some of these guys and not just let them all go, man, because you know,
that may be a strategy going forward. All right, Phil. I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be a subject we'll probably talking all season long. All right, Phil. Thanks,
right on. We'll be back.
All right,
right on.
Looking forward. All right, night. And the law has rolled in. Hey, Brian.
Finally, the law says this. After 6 consecutive games in a row, the law says, know your role, sorry ass Rams, and shut your mouth.
It's so much fun. This is what it's all about, boy.
Little
bragging rights.
Ronbo, I was trying to say that for Sunday, but I couldn't get in, man. I waited. I couldn't get in.
And Marketing Pro was up in here waiting on you too, because Marketing Pro is a fool. He came in here, and first we talked about him for about an hour, and he wouldn't show up. All of a sudden, he come riding, blazing in, and running smack. He has no license no reason. There, you got beat. Why are you talking? He'll do it. God, that's awesome. God. But anyway.
Ronbo, I don't know. Ronbo, I've been watching. I watch First Take and the other sports shows, and a lot of times I always find the common. I always find the common denominator, and it's and consistency, and in that consistency, at least on Sports Center, at least 3 out of the 4 shows, or how many shows they have, they all saying the same thing about 49ers. That one word, that D word, dangerous.
Yeah.
They are dangerous. Matter of fact,
physical teams always get that label.
Your very own on Total Access, over on Total Access on NFL Network. Your very own Hall of Famer Michael Irvin. They asked Michael Irvin. They was like, would you want to play the 49ers as your first choice? And Irvin said, no, that is not his first. It would not be. It would not be. Yes, he did.
I got to go see that.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
yes,
and post it. Everybody's got to hear Irvin.
Well, put it like this. Now put it like this, Ronbo. He didn't say yes. Put it like that. He did not say yes.
Because Cowboy fans are watching. But he tried to make sense of it, didn't he?
Well, yeah. He tried to. Yeah, he tried to give him. He thought about it. He was like, man, you know how he laughs. He got that laugh.
Yeah.
He had that laugh or whatever.
When he's trying to hide something, how he
halfway
really feels.
a safe. He gave a safe down the mulberry bush answer. I wouldn't. That, and other and then other commentators, they was like, would the 49ers be a good choice to play for the Cowboys? He was like, no, I don't care who you talk to. All of them say the same thing. It's like, this is not a good choice for the Cowboys as a first.
It's like Chris Sims was saying, no matter what, the first team the 49ers see in the playoffs is leaving. Because that first round, you don't want the 49ers in the first round. They're playing way too physical, and they're peaking. Mm-hmm. Now, that means you're running into a chainsaw. It's going to be – because the Rams didn't realize the 49ers already started the playoffs.
Yeah,
honestly,
right.
Brian, coming from behind in that 17 points, I was scared.
That's a playoff atmosphere. Ronbo, that was the best game of the weekend.
It was.
Would you agree?
I agree.
That was the best game. That was the best game of the weekend. Probably in the last 2 weeks. Probably
our team, Brian, our team grew up.
We down 17.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 49ers grew up in that game.
Down 17, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Ronbo, I listened to you, boy, and I was like, hey, Ronbo, I thought that first half, I thought you on suicide watch, Ronbo. I ain't lying. I was like, hey, Ronbo, come on now.
I was so confident going into that game. And it got my feelings hurt in the first quarter.
I was so glad when they picked it up in the second half. I said, I don't know what they did in halftime, but
it worked.
This game here, they need to do that. They need to do that pregame. Whatever they did in the second half of last week, this week you need to do it pregame. Matter of fact,
Brian,
do it on the bus on the way to the stadium.
Brian, they will be mentally ready. Because, fam, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'll see you Friday, Brian, and hopefully you get here before it's too late, because I can't wait to hear from you and bring a score.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the Playful, and shout out to your production.
Oh, thanks, Sam.
And I am, as always, red and gold till I'm dead and cold. The law is out.
Yo, the law has left the building. Night, Brian.
All right, Ronbo. College.
All right, fam. Looking forward. Across the blue waters of Hawaii, it is tea and Tony. Tony time. Tony. Tony, your mic connection. You sound distant. There must be something you didn't do.
Oh no! Can you hear me now? Oh no!
It still sounds way like you're across the street.
Dear Lord! Of course, I've been waiting for so long to talk to you. Now this happens. Hold on a second, Ronbo. How unprofessional of me.
Tony's even hilarious, even though his voice looks about that small. You can do it, Tony.
Can you hear me now, Ronbo?
That's a little better, but not Tony as usual. Like.
Oh my goodness! Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll just have to speak more loudly, I suppose.
Yeah, because we can hear you now. You're audible. All right. Go ahead, Tony. Let loose.
Phenomenal.
Love the background.
Well, I am very excited for this matchup this weekend. And main reason why is because it reminds me of being young all over again. With the 49ers playing the Dallas Cowboys. This is the way it should be. The NFL, the NFC is always at its best when the 49ers are the ones who are taking on the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. So fantastic about that. And I think it's going to be a really hard-fought match. Much respect to the Dallas Cowboys roster overall. The way I look at it, from top to bottom, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers really do have two of the most talented rosters in all of the NFL. Offensive lines are good. Dak Prescott is an excellent quarterback. Those Dallas Cowboys wide receivers, even though Michael Gallup is now hurt for the season and done.
Is he?
There. Yeah, he blew his ACL week before last. So
he's their deep threat, Tony. I was wondering what's wrong with Dallas. It might be Gallup missing. I didn't even realize that.
I think not having Gallup is definitely a big thing in terms of just the way that they were scheming before. But they have one more. They had last week without him to sort of begin to work out the kinks, and so I fully expect Kellen Mond to be ready and to have a good offensive game plan without Gallup. Here's the thing that concerns me most about the Dallas Cowboys offense, and you look back at the games that Kyle Shanahan has been embarrassed by. First of all, let's talk about Tennessee earlier this season, and let's go all the way back to 2019 to that Falcons game when the Falcons beat us unexpectedly in 2019. In both of those games, there was a gigantic talent deficit at wide receiver with Julio Jones beating us in 2019 pretty much single-handedly. And then in the Titans game a few weeks ago,
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown. So the thing that scares me most about the Dallas Cowboys is CeeDee Lamb, because he very well could be that superstar-level wide receiver that Emmanuel Mosley's good, don't get me wrong. Ambry Thomas is coming on well, but I'm not sure we have the guy that can D up CeeDee Lamb the way like a Patrick the way a Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey could. So, all in all, on offense, that's the thing that scares me the most. That combined with that Dallas Cowboys offensive line. It's going to be fun to watch the strength against strength, seeing their offensive line play our defensive line. But, if we can't cover CeeDee Lamb and they can protect Dak Prescott, it might be a long day for us. Now, we flipped if we flip the sides of the ball, looking at the defense, everyone's talking about that rookie phenom Micah Parsons, and he concerns me a little bit. But I look at the way the 49ers have handled great defensive players. For instance, Aaron Donald, and Kyle has always been able to scheme a way to get around or to run right at that defensive stud. So I think they're going to be keying in on Parsons, and I think that Kyle is going to be able to pull some magic out of his hat, and I think the offense is going to be able to get it done. I do expect 1 to 2 sacks out of Parsons to begin with in this game, but at the same time, I also think that Kyle and that offense is really, really talented. Like, if we run straight ahead at Micah Parsons and get bodies on him, he's blocked. We hand the ball off to Elijah Mitchell, and all he has to do is make one extra guy miss, and we're still going to have an effective run game. Debo is going to be great, being versatile all over the place. And I think the overall key is going to be, what we always say, Ronbo, get ahead.
Yeah.
Get ahead
But
in the game.
be front runners.
Be front runners. Take time off the clock and don't let Dak Prescott touch the ball. And the other thing that worries me a little bit is just looking at the Arizona game this year when they blew us out. That was the James Conner game, if I'm not mistaken, when he got behind our defense. But we didn't have either Jimmy Ward or Jaquiski Tartt in that game. So long as we have Jimmy Ward playing, we have Fred Warner, we're going to have a full complement of linebackers, which is a great thing to say. I think we're going to be able to contain Tony Pollard outside of the red zone. And Zeke is not what he used to be, although he is a great red zone running back still. But I think our defensive front matches up favorably against those Cowboys running backs. And so 2 other things I want to talk about. First of all, Dan Quinn does know Kyle Shanahan, and Kyle Shanahan does know Dan Quinn. But I alluded to this earlier. Dan Quinn did not beat Kyle Shanahan in 2019. Julio Jones beat the 49ers in 2019. And so CeeDee Lamb is going to be the key thing to shut down there. But I think Kyle is going to be able to exploit what he knows of Dan Quinn's tendencies, and the offense is still going to be able to thrive. Now, the Cowboys head coach, Mike McCarthy, I don't think very much of him as a head coach. Yes, he has the Aaron Rodgers Super Bowls. Okay, that he has won them, but I've watched some of the Cowboys games, and I find his decision-making when it's his executive decisions to be a little bit questionable. And honestly, both of his coordinators, Kellen Moore, I'm sorry, I believe his name is, and also Dan Quinn, I think are better coaches than the head coach. And so I think that when push comes to shove at the end of the game, McCarthy is going to blow this for his team. So all in all, I'm excited. It's going to be a hell of a game. The NFL should be excited because this is such a great matchup. I want to see a lot of red in that Arlington Stadium, but I like our chances. And it's playoff football, baby. The best thing the best sports product in the entire world is NFL playoff football.
And classic, Tony. All right, Tony, we're going to pull it up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I can't wait. Hopefully you can get back in here Friday, and let's see where we are. Because there's going to be things changing between now and Friday. I'll just bet you. All right.
For sure. All right. Aloha, Ronbo. Take care of yourself.
Aloha, Tony. Talk to you shortly. There he goes. And Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Shabazz. Well, Shabazz, midweek time, and, you went through the press conferences and things like that. A lot of things being said today. Anything stand out in your mind to make you feel good or bad about what's going to happen this weekend? Because, a lot of us are treading lightly, and then some of us are thinking we can just go beat the hell out of them. And Shabazz, knowing you're going to say, man, y'all ain't got nothing to be concerned about with no Cowboys. Go ahead and hear it.
No, I'm telling you, he said something earlier I'm going to touch on.
Okay.
He said something about CeeDee Lamb. That pick just jump-started Ambry Thomas. I'm giving my game ball before we beat them to Ambry Thomas. Ambry Thomas is going to get another pick.
Ambry.
And he's going to shut CeeDee Lamb down.
I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it. I was like, you know what? I think Ambry's ready for a CeeDee Lamb. Because CeeDee Lamb may be the lightest weight guy he's going to face since he came in 4 or 5 weeks ago, Shabazz. This dude is not what he's been having to deal with this whole time. That's why OBJ got stopped. Ambry's moved up on the chain.
Yeah, Ronbo. He's going to have a game, Ronbo. That defense is going to have a game. You said it. Anybody worth their soul, no Mike McCarthy can't coach.
That was Tony. I never look at him as being anything other than a guy standing over there. He has nothing to do with the results of those Cowboy games. I really don't think he does, because he didn't when Aaron Rodgers was playing. That's why Aaron had him fired.
Hey, Ronbo, it's easy money, Ronbo. I mean, I don't want to be arrogant. I ain't good. Michael Parsons talking about, well, I'm from Harrisburg. I've been bullied. Boy, you ain't had Trent Williams and juice. And shit'll hit you. Boy, you ain't had no grown men.
Where did he say he's from?
Grown men.
Where did he say he's from?
Harrisburg. Harrisburg. I think that's it.
Hey, Shabazz, where did you go to school? I always got a kick out of dudes that came from out of state, came in and told me. I'll never forget Lewis, boy, dude, I'm from Chicago. Every time something badass, man, I'm from Chicago. I mean, you know what? What's that mean? We ain't been to Chicago. All we know is it's cold out there. So, dudes kill me talking about where they from. What that mean?
Right. That don't mean nothing. Hey, Ronbo, anybody can get it. I don't care if you're from Anchorage, Alaska. You can get it. And like you said, they ain't played nobody. They've had that trumped up record.
Yeah.
Every time they play somebody worth their salt, they got the paws put on them. They got the paws put on them. And they're going to get the paws put on them on Sunday. They know that.
Michael already said something about that, Shabazz. He said, y'all act like, how do you put it? Because Michael likes to talk, apparently. Yeah, I guess we ain't supposed to play because they physical? What, we supposed to just go home? Oh, Michael, you talking trash, huh? All right. The best thing you do as a rookie is be quiet.
He gonna be on the meme like Red. He gonna go cry in the car. Boy, Debo coming to town. Boy, are you crazy?
Oh,
Debo coming to town.
He has no idea.
Debo.
And I hope he thinks he gonna stop George Kittle. Remember Simmons over in Arizona? Yeah, of course you know. Simmons come in the league talking about, I'm ready for George Kittle. What?
No. Yeah, dude. You don't want the problems, young man. Those is real problems.
Why don't you come in the league quietly, be humble, and then prove things, and you can talk trash. You're just getting out of the draft, and I'm here to stop George Kittle? Okay. And George couldn't wait to play him.
Right.
Ate him up.
Right. Be humble. Be humble. And here's the scary thing. Everybody talked about Jimmy. Jimmy's had his 2 bad games. Jimmy always will have 4 good games in a row after 2 bad games. Okay, he had the game against the Titans. Mm-hmm. He had the game. Jimmy due for 4 good games now. Mm-hmm. We're going to get the good Jimmy for 4 games.
And had a half a game against the Rams. So, it might have got started in that second half. Jimmy's ready.
And Ronbo, if Jimmy go on a 3-game win streak, Jimmy's dangerous. He's dangerous when he don't have no games.
We only need 3 more games. Oh!
That's it. That's it.
Shabazz, I don't like to say it in front of people, but see, that's my feeling about Jimmy. When you put somebody out there that he has respect for, like Drew Brees and some of these other guys, he does take it up a notch. I don't know how he feels about Dak, but I know how he feels about his teammates. I got a feeling we're going to see a really good Jimmy G this weekend, because especially got Trent back out on the left side. So I'm ready for this. Shabazz.
Man, you and I both.
I tell you. Shabazz, I'll be looking for you Friday, and don't tell anybody your picks yet. Shabazz should start selling them picks, man, because he knows just what to do.
I'm checking in Friday, Ronbo. I got my ticket. You know where I'm at, right? I'm going down.
You're on the way to Dallas. I know. Tell you what, I'll be looking for you Friday and before you take off. And if you're in Dallas already by Friday, because they got some great barbecue down there, no matter what anybody else says about Texas. But,
Yeah, I'll be down there. I ain't going down to Saturday.
All right.
But I'll be there, Ronbo. But shout out to you. Shout out production. Shout out to my boy Lee in SoCal. And shout out to the Niner paper from Memphis that's coming, the Memphis Empire, from whom I designate myself an honorary member because I get down with a couple of them. So listen, man. It's on, man. It's on.
It's definitely
Trust
on.
me. Bang, bang.
Dallas?
Niner
Damn
gang.
right it's on. All right, fam. See you Friday, Shabazz.
All right, Ronbo.
Looking forward.
See you Friday.
Appreciate you, fam.
Yep.
And hey, Frank, come on in here with that fish sandwich. Frank, now, I'm never going to disconnect you from that sandwich.
What's up, Ron? What's up, Ron?
Midweek, Frank, man, we heard from Kyle today, heard several things. And, Trent Williams came out and let everybody know, ain't no way I'm missing this game Sunday. Al Shire practice today. They're gonna have to calm Dre down, according to what Kyle said. I loved it. And we're ready to go.
Yep, it's about that time, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I noticed something though, about that when he up and down like a roller coaster. So like, see the last like when he have a good game 1 week, the
Don't
next
expect him to do it
week
2 weeks.
the next week he have a slump game.
Frank, he
There's been
didn't
a
play
pattern.
nobody though.
It's like,
He was out there
no, I know
playing.
he haven't. What I'm saying, but there's a pattern with him when he come like he just came over 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Even though it was with some struggles, but
I know.
still when he have a good game, the next game, he just have a slump game. So hopefully that's the Dak that we face. But I think we have to really start. I don't want to start off slow. So I hope that we can put points on it. Yeah, I hope we can put points on the ball, put points on the board fast, so we can, like us. Another thing about that, he do heat up in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, he is great. Statistically, if you watch his numbers, fourth quarter, that's when he really heat up. So we just have to just run the ball, try to control the clock, and just score. You know what I'm saying? Just score.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Just score. Yeah. That's the plan. So they going to try to stack the box, because I know that's what they going to want to put the ball in Jimmy's hands. And Jimmy can do it. Jimmy he showed he can. He just have to just eliminate the turnovers. That's all. Jimmy, just be more precise with the ball. Just if you see Kittle covered, even though the play is for Kittle,
go somewhere else or dump it.
Don't force it in coverage. Yeah, just throw it somewhere or just run and just get a couple of yards. Just so we can, what I'm saying, could be like a 3rd and 5, or just
do what he did the other
be
day.
a little smart.
Step
you know what
up
I'm saying?
in the pocket and find somebody else. Because Jimmy's got 2 INTs trying to force the ball into George that I know of, and I might have missed a couple. Stop force feeding George. I know he believes in George like nobody else, but give the ball to somebody else.
Yeah, like I said last week. I think Kyle was speaking on it too. He only one NO was his fault. I remember I spoke on that Monday. Remember I said that's the one to Kittle when he tried to force it in the red line. Because the other one was if he had time, that was touchdown. Benjamin was wide open. That was touchdown. Jimmy just had a little bit of time. That was touchdown. He was wide open. Touchdown. So I gotta say, man, I have a good feeling, about this game. I'm definitely. I'm being humble. I respect every opponent. So we just can't come in there and, just thinking we just automatically we gonna win. They gonna lay down for us because we more the bulliest team and we more aggressive. So Frank, we just got to come play our ball. You know what I'm saying? Frank, that's it.
Have you noticed all the TV? I mean, all the sports networks are seriously disrespecting. Even Michael Irvin didn't answer quickly. Michael Irvin. He didn't even answer quickly. What's that wide receiver's name? Drew. What's Drew's name? Anyway, Michael Irvin usually, the Cowboys. Let me tell you about the Cowboys. And, Irvin gets and starts lying, right? He didn't even get into that. So you know what? Everybody thinks that the Cowboys are not ready for what the 49ers are doing. I don't like it either. I really would rather hear that we were the underdog.
Yeah, I'd rather hear the other way around.
Dog, though.
Yeah, Cowboys 64%. You got a chance of winning the game, so we only got like a 36%. Chance of winning the game. So I mean, like I say, all that don't matter. It's all on what team wanted the most. So all on who can create turnovers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who can create turnovers? Who can be that unsung warrior? And that's all it's about. But just me, I'm the type I respect my opponent. So and I think our team the same way. We don't. I don't feel like nobody in there cocky, like, we going up there, we going to destroy them. Nah, we can't do that because we got to give them some respect.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So we got to just go in there and just take care of business. You got to go in there and take business. So I hope Cal have everyone prepared. D'Amico Ryan, everyone prepared. And for real, let's just, go up there and take care of business, man. One game at a time, one play at a time. And everybody just be as one and be united, man. And hopefully we come out on top. You feel me, Ronbo?
I do. I do, because that's what we got to
So
do.
that's all I really have, man. So I'm about to go ahead and get back to this fish sandwich, man. And, you know.
I bet you got some hot sauce on it too.
Hey, you know what, Ronbo? Hey, you know what, Ronbo?
You go ahead and get back to it. Hey, Frank, I'll see you Friday, and we can talk about that score. All right.
Okay, well, you know, I don't get no score. I just say I hope we win, man. That's all, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that too.
So I love you, Ronbo. Shout out to you and production, the whole faithful.
Man.
I love all y'all. Everybody have a blessed night, man.
All right, you too, Frank. All right, talk to you soon. And Tony, Atlanta, Tony, boy, Tony.
To baby grow up to be
Cowboys. If you Texas boy, it is just y'all beat the Rams twice and they still beat the division. You can't make this stuff up. Texas boys, he's being comedic today. You know what I'm saying?
As usual.
Yeah.
But Ronbo, I got some facts for you. I got a lot of facts for you tonight.
Love it.
Number one, Jimmy Garoppolo is the number one quarterback in the National Football League, completing 76.3% of his passes versus cover 3 defenses. What do the Cowboys play the majority of? That soft Dan Quinn cover 3. Remember I was telling you about that when he was with us.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
So Jimmy Garoppolo, number one in cover 3 defense in the NFL.
And we play against
also,
that in practice every day. Go ahead.
The Dallas Cowboys defense is 21st in the National Football League in total yards allowed. Cornerback Trayvon Diggs, he does have 11 interceptions. You know this, stat, Ron.
Yeah, Trayvon is
But
tough.
he has given up the most receiving yards of any corner in the National Football League. He's given up 946 receiving yards. Number one in the NFL.
And nobody talks about that very much. They just talk about Diggs and his INTs. But he be giving up some long stuff. And Kyle's checking that out, too.
Also, this is the last one. Playoff teams. The Dallas Cowboys beat Philly. They beat New England.
Yeah.
And they beat Philly again. Playoff teams that they lost. The Dallas Cowboys lost to Tampa, lost to KC, lost to Las Vegas, and lost to Arizona. Enough said.
Wait, how many have they lost 4 times or 5 times this year?
4 times to playoff teams. 4.
Oh yeah. No, I was wondering how many losses they got. Yeah. Have they got 4 or 5?
Total? 5.
Yeah. I thought I remember them having 5. Yeah. Yeah,
The last time they gave up 50-something points, when they blew out Washington, remember that game?
Yeah.
The next week they lost.
Yeah.
Arizona. They just scored 51 against Philly, and here we go the next week. Let's see what happens.
See, that's what I call such chicken you know what. Because you know what? Dak's out there, he's got to get these 5 TDs. Everybody knows you're playing against an inferior product. If anything else, if I'm Dak's coach, that's okay. I'm cool. Don't stay out there, run the score up. What if he would have got hurt? If Dak would have got hurt out there clowning around to get that 5th touchdown, that'd have been poetic justice. Set down.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So I ain't got no respect for the Cowboys.
But
go ahead.
But the Dallas Cowboys, they have you guys are very, 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 very physical. I love the way, and I told you this all year. When y'all defensive line gets even when y'all don't sack the quarterback, y'all make them jittery. Y'all make them step up the pocket. Y'all make them run. I be watching when y'all get on that roll, man. Just like y'all were on last Sunday. Y'all got down. I'm like, oh shoot, the defensive line, here they go. DJ got a sack. Then Nick got a sack, and like, here we go.
Is that
then Armstead? It's like a snowball rolling down the hill.
And remember when Fred, I couldn't even, from the camera angle, all you could see is like this wave going across the field, laying the offensive line down, and at the bottom of the heap was Matthew Stafford. Oh my God, is he okay? My God, he got hit hard and quickly. You get hit that fast, speed times weight, right? So that means there's no telling how much power and pressure he hit the ground at. So, oh my God, ooh, it's like the offensive line wasn't even there.
I saw the replay of the game last night. Ronbo, trade Juwan Jennings to us. I know y'all not going to do
He's
it.
special. Did you hear what they said about him today, too? They said Juwan Jennings gets a little crazy out there during the course of the game. He says, you see him, he's a happy-go-lucky guy, and he's smiling and being crazy. But during the game, he's another one of those guys, George says, goes to a very dark place. I love it.
It's called
I
focus.
never had it in him.
It's called focus. And I like what one of your callers said, Ronbo, that Cowboy fans are like mosquitoes at a barbecue. Well,
that was Delisha. You want
that was real good. I'm going to use that.
You know, them boys. So it's going to be an interesting game because if they can't stop the run, like every analyst has said, if the Cowboys don't plan on stopping the run any more than they have been, this is going to be a long day for Dallas. And every time I hear that, I say, okay, but don't mess with don't play with my feelings now, because I get all worked up. If they don't want to stop the run,
yeah, you run the football well, but I think George Kittle's going to be a big part of y'all's game plan. This is just me thinking.
Tony, if we can run, Debo and George are going to go buck wild. Why? Because that means now we've got them on their heels, and that's when George is going to go out there and start making them plays. Exactly. So
I saw the replay of y'all's game last night, and I was laughing like I was telling you Sunday night on that halfback option. Jalen Ramsey got beat. It was Ramsey.
I love what he's and then he went over there and blamed everybody on the sidelines. Said, Tony, we got to go. I love it. Let me look for more fun with you Friday. All right.
Yes, I can't wait, Ronbo, because you know how I don't think the Cowboys, and I love Dan Quinn still. I wish he was still our head coach, and I don't dislike him now, but not Sunday. It's gonna be one and done.
Hey, I tell you, even if Kyle went to Dallas, as much as I love him, all of a sudden he's my enemy too. I do not appreciate the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, all right, Tony. I'll see you Friday.
See you Friday.
All right. And bring him in, the proud daddy of Boom and Bam. It's Dr. Papa Dragon. Doc.
Hey. Forget about it, Ronbo. Forget about
it. That was good. That was good. You got to teach Bam and Boom to do that. Just leave out the obscenities.
Don't make me go all the way. Yeah, I'm just sitting here right now, chilling like a villain, eating my gabagool, eating my seaweed.
There you go. You put it in a blender.
Enjoying life, brother.
And drink those drinks that freak people out that are trying not to be healthy. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't put gabagool in a blender.
If it's green.
Lord. No, gabagool is not green. Gabagool is Italian cold cuts.
No, I thought I heard you say something about seaweed. Wait. Is that how you pronounce that?
I got seaweed too.
Wait, you're eating seaweed with cold cuts?
I mean, seaweed with gabagool is different.
Does it taste good?
Cold cuts.
Does it taste good?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You sound like it does. He's a worldly man.
And it sounds like it too. I know I was telling the guys that enjoying his food. He's talking and eating. Well,
I was just into the conversations, you know. So good job, Ronbo. Good job tonight.
That's fun.
Sounding good, looking good.
Well, Tony, what would you add to tonight? Have we covered everything, or you want to add some more, or you want to amplify on anything?
Oh man, so much was covered. But you know, I will say this. This goes back into the day when Dallas was back in the 90s, when Dallas had that three-year stretch or 4-year stretch of greatness. Mm-hmm. And I used to say to myself, as a hardcore 49 fan, they're not better than us. Irvin isn't better than Rice.
Right? All of us used to say
better
that.
than Young.
You know?
Yeah, we are. It's 9 fans, what I say, but honestly, it was true. I used
it
to,
was.
Really
because you compare person for person, and like you, I got argued into the dirt. I'd rise up and I'd argue back down, and I couldn't. God, those are serious arguments.
No, but well, you look at the numbers. The difference between those teams was the fact that Emmitt Smith, and it wasn't Emmitt Smith. Let's argue about that too.
Yeah.
Because Emmitt Smith, that 1 year, they had that 1 year. 1 year he ran for 780 yards. Next year was 800 and something yards before he was even touched. Dallas used to have the biggest holes, so the difference was that offensive line.
Mm.
And I do believe that right now although we're ranked number 1 running offensive line, number 6 in pass protection.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the rankings and the statistics only tell part of the story.
Always
is a game inside the game, Ronbo.
Mm.
The game inside the game. The game inside the game is what happens during those run blocking schemes.
Mm-hmm.
And that, my friend, is where we have an advantage. We are by far right now the most copied team in football across college and across the pros. And that's all Kyle Shanahan. It was Kyle Shanahan who put Debo in the backfield.
I just want to add to that. Remember, teams coming into the season said they wanted to run more of a San Francisco 49ers offense. And they're talking about the run game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, they're talking about that run game. And, I wouldn't be surprised if McDaniels leaves this year. Not as a head coach. He'll probably leave as like an offensive coordinator / probably head coaching assistant.
Well, he doesn't need to leave for that. If he's not leaving for an HC, just stay with us.
Yeah, but it's all about sometimes in order to move up, you got to move sideways.
Yeah.
So if he goes someplace where he's calling the plays and he's also the assistant head coach, then he's
going to be tough.
He can do his thing, then that's typically what happens.
I know, but I hate
he's
that.
I think he is smart. But obviously everything comes from Shanahan. Also, another important tidbit, too, is that, we all love, at least I do, I love Bill Belichick. I love him. I think that he's a great coach. I love him. Hey, like Ric Flair, baby. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Belichick has no shame about that. If you're not cheating, you're not trying to win.
That's right.
So.
That's right. And I'm not surprised that he's there. I do think that the top 3 teams in the playoffs right now, the top 3, I would probably say is San Francisco, the Titans, and the Patriots.
Especially.
And they're like, what about the Bucks and what about Kansas City? Those teams got holes a mile long.
And
at the end of the day, go ahead.
I was going to say, Pop, and look, I'm looking for Tampa Bay to do some implosion. They got a lot of vets over there, maybe not. But what's going on in Tampa Bay right now is not good. And how do you focus with all that rigmarole going on? I wonder if they're not focused. We'll see.
No, we'll see how it pulls out. But I will say this. I think if overall, if the 49ers, real quick, the 49ers have, great quarterback play, then I think that we'll win this game. And it doesn't mean that Jimmy has to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
It may mean that Jimmy G throws 1 interception, 1 touchdown, and Debo throws a touchdown. But we obviously cannot. We just cannot.
Doc,
turn the ball over the end zone.
It's Jennings' turn to throw that touchdown this week. Debo will be in the other end this time.
Oh, is it? Hey, how about George Kittle?
It's overtime, for George Kittle. All right. We got to go. You and me, we could take up 2 hours.
One more thing to say. Just thanks for the platform. Shout out to you in production. Please like and subscribe to Ronbo Sports.
Thanks, Doc. I will see you in a little while. All right, fam. Give my best bam and boom, too. All right.
Their ass better be asleep. All right.
Reminds me of my house. Boy, we never would go to bed. Even when we went to bed, we wasn't in bed. Night, Doc.
All right, man.
Hey. I got to find out what that is. I got to look that up. I got to ask Mike.
Italian cold cut.
Italian cold cuts. That's what we call them. All right. I'm going to go look that up in the store.
All right. You can find yourself an Italian.
I know, right?
Italian deli. Ask for some gabagool.
All right, gabagool. I got it. Hey, well, Josh.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Josh, man, it's midweek, man. We have this conversation each and every week. Get a heat check on what the 49ers are doing. If you caught Kyle Shanahan's press conference today, it sounds like the 49ers are very calmly, as Kyle always. You know what? It's hard to tell, Josh. Kyle does not like doing media conferences. So I don't even know what he's thinking half the time. He answers questions. He's as stoic as you're going to get. Every now and then somebody says something, and what does he do? He tries to cut him up. So, I don't know what's going on really other than some of the things he said. So, but what did you get from today's press conference? Or anything else you want to add?
Well, I mean, what I got is our team is dialed in. They're ready. And they're confident. For sure, they're confident. And, especially, Jimmy G, he's looking at it as if he loses, if they lose, he's definitely not going to be a Niner anymore. If he continues to win, knock on wood, if we win and make it to the promised land and we win that, they're not going to get rid of him. I don't see that happening. I mean, I know everybody is all hyped up about Trey Lance. I'm not really that hyped up about Trey Lance. I mean, I think that was a bad pick. I don't think we should have gotten him. But, that's for a different conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I think everybody knows, the Niners are going to win. I don't think, truthfully, I don't think we're going to win it the way that we normally would by just running the ball throughout the whole game. I think we're going to win it more off of Jimmy's arm. I'm not saying he's going to throw for like 300 yards or 500 yards, but
or 40
I think because
passes.
Dan Quinn, I think because Dan Quinn does know Kyle very well, he's going to be able to figure out how to stop some of Kyle's runs and Kyle's schemes that Kyle is a mastermind at. But and it's going to have to come on to Jimmy to sneak it into those tight windows, and Jimmy's throwing all 100% into everything because this could be his last game as a Niner. And he said in his conference today he loves it here. He doesn't want to leave. I mean, he didn't say he doesn't want to leave, but you could tell he doesn't want to.
No, he loves the team. He loves everything about the 49ers. He just want to go. But he remains professional about it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, so I don't know. I mean, we could see not a very big run game, but I mean, I still think we're going to have a good running game, but I don't think we're going to, run it down their throat like we did against the Packers, in the championship game.
Yeah. You know what, though? The thing is, if they're as incapable of stopping the run as is being rumored, it's going to be interesting to see. Kyle's going to test that. He is going to test that, though, and just to see if it's true or not. And then, like you're saying, then he's going to go and all of a sudden hit him up. And George Kittle's all of a sudden going to start getting loose, and Debo. Maybe a more screen-type game where it's just getting lobbed over the line of scrimmage and let the Yak Masters do what they do, right? I can see that happening.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's what's going to end up happening in this game. Because, I mean, Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan, they spent some time together, and they know each other very well.
Yeah. That works both ways, too, just like somebody was saying earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, I could see Kyle Juszczyk having a big game. He could be a vital part of this game.
I always forget about him. You're right, Josh. Always, everybody forgets about Kyle. I mean, Juice.
Well, yeah, because they're going to be. Everybody thinks Debo is our only threat. That's our number one guy, which he is. But we still have Kittle, so they're obviously going to be zoning in on Kittle. But Juszczyk, he's a Swiss Army knife too. The guy could do everything. I mean, he was holding snaps for field goals.
Yeah, that freaked me out. But you know what? Juice could also be assigned to the boy wonder that just came out of the draft, Micah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. He could be. Yeah. So
I don't think he's going to have that big of a game. Micah, he's not ready for what our offense is going to be able to do. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not that great yet. He will get there one day, but it's not his time.
Josh, wait till he gets to feel how George Kittle likes to take a man's will, and wait till Juice hits him a couple of times. He's going to be insane to run anywhere near Trent Williams. So I want to see just how tough he is, and we'll find out how well he does in this game. He's going to have to sneak in.
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to get pancaked at least one time.
If that happens, I'm going to take that and post that up in a loop. Hey, guys, remember Micah Parsons before the game? Well, it's not like we're so afraid of physical that we're just not even going to bother to show up. Right there, just above the video.
No, it's funny too, man, because my neighbors across the street from me, they're Cowboy fans too, and
everybody has
they usually have their flag hanging up and stuff, and it's down. They don't even have it up this week. They took it down.
Josh, when Cowboy fans start losing faith in their team, it must be serious. I don't trust any of our opponents so far. I was even worried about Jacksonville before we played them. I've grown up down to the last 3 or 4 years about insisting we're going to beat a team up. The Rams, as everybody knows, I lost all faith, and I'm going to try not to expose myself like that again. I was laying here down in the mouth in the first half, crying and taking shots at people in the chat and everything else. And then the second half, in the third quarter, Josh, we scored on the Rams so fast, I didn't even realize it. I said, wow, the 49ers they called it in for drug testing. That was ridiculous. What happened? And then we went in to catch up to 24 and win the game. They may still call our guys in for drug testing.
Well, they can. They're just going to come up clean. It's all good.
I love it. Josh, tell you what, I'm going to see you Friday and bring your score with you. Always love talking to you. All right?
Yeah, for sure, Ronbo. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Thank you, Josh. All right, fam.
Hey, you know it's bad for Dallas, especially since Texas Boy was just saying in the chat that he's happy that both teams are facing each other, and it reminds him of the 90s, and good luck. He's not trolling now.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Right. He did make one unnecessary joke,
so
though.
He's even realizing the truth.
Yeah, well, yeah, But that unnecessary joke was, man, y'all beat the Rams like twice, and they still won the division. Then he's got laugh emojis for days. You can't make this stuff up. He's got to be beaten for that. All right, hey Josh, I'll see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo, thanks, man.
All right, thank you. All right. Texas boy, I'm never gonna forget that, man. I'm gonna write that down. But you boy. Anyway, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and take off, and we'll see you Friday. See what develops. Hopefully, nobody gets on that. Should I not say it? You know about that virus, right? Stay home, 49ers. Stay out of danger's way. I'll see you Friday. Thanks for the contribution tonight, fam. Appreciate you. You know this. Later!